Hello, and welcome to Guide to the Unknown's October 2022 Demon Drive.
That's right. You've made it here.
You've made it. Can you believe it?
Woohoo!
Can you believe it? We've all arrived. Did you get your tickets?
Yeah.
How was the wait outside?
Hope it wasn't too bad.
I hope we have sufficient bathrooms.
Well, that's up to you. The bathroom is really wherever you make it.
You know, anything can be a bathroom if you just believe.
That's right.
Many conventions these days are coming back into style, but they seem to have a lot of issues sometimes. Kristen and I have gone to a couple of paranormal conventions ourselves.
We certainly have.
And run into, problems.
Yes, we went to the Warrens Paracon. I think that's what it's called, right? Paracon?
I think so, yeah.
We ran into moral problems there.
We did.
More than anything else.
Yes, there was a morality issue.
Yeah.
There was a lot at play.
They were very concerned about evil.
Yeah, right.
But not in the right place.
No.
When you point the finger at somebody else, you've got...
What do they say? 3 more?
Yeah,
Do they say 4 pointing back at you?
I don't know.
Because you'd have to have your thumb, shooting back in your own direction.
Unclear.
Also, I can point the finger at you. If you deliberately crook your hand, you can point at somebody and not have any fingers pointing back.
Kind of like you're doing a shadow puppet of like a wolf or something. I'm still pointing at you, but these fingers are veering away from me.
You'll never see me point with a closed fist for that exact reason. I'm always afraid of pointing 3 back my way.
No, terrible.
Anyway, welcome everybody.
Yes, thank you for being here. We are going to be having some fun. We're going to be playing some games. We're going to be ranking things. And all throughout, sprinkled over these 3 hours, are going to be clips from things that you can only see in their entirety when you become a Demon tier patron over at patreon.com/gttupod. That is our $13 a month tier. And you get, at a bare minimum, a brand new episode every Monday. That's our second podcast, The Netherworld Dispatch, where it's Will and I still talking about spooky stuff, everything that you like about Guides to the Unknown, but we can veer in different directions. So people who are demons get those episodes every single Monday. We are also today going to be playing clips from something that's new to the demon tier. Now, Will, do those things exist right now?
I'm going to be literally making them go live as we sit here and chat. Should I fire off the first one?
I think you should fire off all of them.
I should do...
100%.
Have you gone mad?
So everything is ready for people if they sign up.
Have you gone mad? All right, Kristen.
You know? So I'll explain what that is. Will and I have done something that has been long requested of us ever since we started doing commentary tracks for the Scream movies. You also have yelled out for us to record hello.
My. I guess this is how you know that this is a serious convention. We've got spam in the chat.
All right.
We're gonna
I mean, that's
these.
not part of the demon tier, but if that gets people to sign up, I guess I don't mind.
I think we've hit the big time.
Yeah, we must be.
I'm gonna hide these 69girls.xyz spams.
Look, you got to make a living.
It's funny to me that they think that who's clicking these links? 69girls.xyz. Who's clicking these?
I don't know. I mean, do they bring you to a legitimate place of business, or is it like viruses?
I'm sure it's a mom and pop shop.
It could be.
On Main Street.
It could be.
They banned us, Ma. They banned us from the Guide to the Unknown Demon Drive.
But is it a legit, girlies site, or is it like a virus or whatever?
I'm sure there's a virus involved.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so we have begun the task of recording watch-alongs for all of the Twilight movies.
Yes.
We have the first 3 movies in the can. So when you sign up at patreon.com/gttupod and become a demon, you will be getting access to our commentary / watch along track for the first Twilight movie, simply called Twilight. Then there is the next movie called Breaking Dawn.
Yeah, Twilight.
No, it's not Breaking Dawn.
New Moon.
New Moon.
New moon, and then eclipse.
And then Eclipse.
What is Breaking Dawn?
Breaking Dawn is the last movies split in two. So I believe there's Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Breaking Dawn Part 2.
I think you're right about
So
that.
as I said, you get instant access to the commentary track / watch-alongs for the first 3 movies, and then we will be releasing Breaking Dawn Part 1 in November and Breaking Dawn Part 2 in December. So by the time we roll into 2023,
yes,
the
Twilight saga
it's complete.
Shall be complete. It's
Yes.
the only way we can guarantee that Twilight won't follow us into the new year.
We have to leave it behind in 2022.
We must encapsulate it and hold it hostage in 2022.
Right.
My cover art, as always, is
I wish I had taken those glasses off my head. I wasn't thinking.
there are twists and surprises, to be sure, in these watch-alongs.
Yep.
I do think that the best experience that you can possibly have with them is to literally fire up the movie and watch as we chat. It'll be like we're all watching together.
Right.
I would even say, if you've never seen a Twilight movie before, this might be the optimal way to view them.
Yes, absolutely. Exhaustive.
So there you go. Twilight 1, 2, and 3 all available. Well, actually, I have an update. Twilight 1 has already left the warehouse. It is on its way to our Demon tier members on patreon.com/GTTUpod.
Okay.
I have another update.
Yes.
Twilight 2.
Don't tell me.
Twilight 2 has just been posted.
Oh my God.
And then I have yet a third update. Actually, you know what? Why don't you do the
I can
honors
hit
here?
the button?
I'll let you hit the button just this once.
This is like ringing the bell at Wall Street.
Yes, exactly. So we should begin every day.
Oops.
Oh, you blew it.
There we go. Now Twilight 3
Twilight
is out
3.
the door.
Your post is live. Twilight 1, 2, and 3 are out the door on patreon.com/GTTUpod. If you were of a mind to, you could literally turn off this stream and go check out
Certainly.
6 hours.
You would have my respect and admiration were you to do so.
6 hours of Kristen and myself watching the Twilight movies for the first time, arguably.
That's right. And that's not all. That's not the only new stuff that is hitting patreon.com/GTTUpod. We have alluded to it, but Will and I went on a paranormal investigation on the 1st of October.
Yes.
With a local paranormal investigation group.
New Jersey Paranormal.
Yes. Who were taking us through a historical house that must be unnamed. They have asked us not to publicize the name of the place that they were, because when that has happened in the past, there have been trespassers who are trying to get ghost hunt footage. And this is like a legitimate historical landmark that they don't want people crawling all over.
Correct.
However, they let Will and I crawl all over it.
They did.
With a group, and we were able to capture audio of the entire thing.
Yeah, I've literally got a good few hours of Kristen and myself going room by room. It was a very interesting arrangement, how they ran their operation.
I thought it was awesome. It was so
it.
much cooler than I expected it to be.
I thought it was super efficient, and it gave a lot of different flavors of ghost hunting. And we're going to be taking a listen to some of those clips here today.
That's right. And are those available on Patreon?
I'm going to have to comb through to make sure that a name is removed.
Okay.
But that will be going out on the Patreon this week.
Okay.
Yes. So you're going to get a sampling of our ghost hunt here on the show. Today, in this very stream, we're going to listen to some of the ghost hunt. And then once I can ensure that the audio is neatly scrubbed of any offending material, it's going to go out on the Patreon in full for you to check out. I'll even say this. I don't know if other people appreciate things the way that I do all the time. There's dead air.
Right.
It's a ghost hunt. Right? So you're sitting and listening and waiting to see if maybe you get a response. I like that.
I do too.
I was listening through some of the stuff that we're going to listen to in this stream. If we get to all, it's a lot.
Yeah.
We may not get to all of it. But I've truncated some of those silences for today's purposes. But when it goes out on Patreon, I want to release the full. You could call me lazy for not cutting them out. I think it's part of it.
I completely agree.
Yeah. So that's going to be going out on the Patreon as well for our new Demon members and existing Demon members. Anybody who's already a Demon, you're just getting all of this stuff.
Yep.
So you may be asking yourself, if that is the case, if I'm a Demon, What's the point? Mm-hmm. What do I want with any of these with any of the proceedings here today?
Right. What am I doing here?
Yeah. Well, guess what? We've got something else for you as well.
Yes.
Now today is all about keeping the show fresh and alive. Hopefully contributing to our livelihoods.
Also keeps the show frankly happening. May I be so bold?
Existing.
Not even just fresh and alive, although also that,
yeah.
but also just able to happen.
Mm-hmm. So one thing that we've done in previous live streams, because we've done some fundraiser live streams in the past.
Yes.
We've got this fun thing that we do called disruptions.
Right.
At any time during the stream, you can donate directly through YouTube here. Mm-hmm. I believe they call them chats or super chats, what have you.
Yep.
You can donate. You can put a little comment requesting that we do one of a number of things. For starters, let's get this one out of the way because I have a feeling we're going to need to rinse our mouths out.
I know. I don't feel great about this.
I sent you the picture because I wasn't sure if...
No, but I think we should.
Yeah.
I think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's going to be gross.
We also might need some nappykins. I didn't grab any.
Yeah.
I might need a nappy.
I can get some toilet paper from your Pittsburgh toilet.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got a bag of jet puffed pumpkin spice marshmallows.
Right. Now, we have done a marshmallow mouth stuffing contest on previous live streams that were raising funds for charity. And so what this will mean is that you can, at will, by making a donation via the super chat.
This is obviously going to probably be a one-timer.
Yeah. We did it multiple times.
Did we?
Yeah. People wanted to, recounts and stuff.
I feel like I could shove this whole thing in my mouth, though.
They are smaller.
They're smaller.
But anyway,
just part of the intrigue.
You can interrupt us and make us do a marshmallow mouth stuffing contest. And we'll be doing it with these.
Of these little pumpkin marshmallows in their mouths. Yeah. And this is going to guaranteed to get good numbers on this because, as Kristen mentioned, these pumpkin-shaped marshmallows
they're miniature.
They're smaller than your usual, but they're not as tiny as the mini Stay
No, they're
Puffs.
somewhere in between. Kat pointed out that it's only truly a Pittsburgh toilet if it's randomly in the middle of the basement.
Oh.
So this one it's randomly in the basement, and it's the size of a tiny coat closet, but it is against a wall.
It's not in the middle.
Perhaps it's not a true Pittsburgh toilet. Will did live in an apartment that had a true Pittsburgh toilet at one point.
It was disgusting.
Yes, it was.
You wanna use the toilet in the round, as they did in Shakespeare's day.
It's like black box theater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brown box theater. So the other thing that we've got here, and I've got one more that I didn't grab, but I can always run and go get it. This is a classic, a mainstay, but it is, of course, the Halloween season. I've got makeup, and, the first thing you can see is a bunch of Sharpies.
Yeah.
But we will draw on our face with
We
a
learned
Sharpie.
that Sharpie drawing on faces actually still comes off pretty well with makeup wipes, and it reads well on camera.
It does. I've got cream makeups from Target from their Hide and Eek boutique brand. Mm-hmm. This is black cream makeup, white cream makeup. I've got these makeup sticks that literally look like a little crayon set we got from my daughter Zoe at some point. This is a pencil perfect. I don't think I bought this.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Red hair dye.
Did you steal this?
Wink. And then makeup wipes for the.
This is a pretty nice eyeliner. This is a L'Oreal. I might take this for the one time a year I wear makeup.
For anything else that might need wiping, I've got wipes.
Oh, perfect.
So you can always make us put makeup on.
Yes.
Shove marshmallows into our mouths.
Can we explain how they do that?
Yeah. So in the chat right now, you should see a $ icon down by the comment bar. If you do that and you donate, let's say $5, you can initiate one of these disruptions. You can pick which one, or if you don't type anything, we're gonna pick at random.
Right.
Now I do also want to grab a Bronner's bottle because I've enjoyed those dramatic readings of Dr. Bronner's.
Of course.
But maybe we'll have to see how that shakes out.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So without any further ado, why don't we play a game?
Yep.
You want to play a game?
Yep, we're going to play a game.
I've lined up a bunch of options here, and I want
great.
you to pick one.
Okay.
For one thing, there's a classic that we've played occasionally, but again, it's the Halloween season, so everything takes on a sort of a new tinge, a new tone. Dead by Daylight
Yes.
has a Halloween something going on right now.
Oh, okay, fun.
Dead by Daylight is an online multiplayer game. It's all inherently spooky. Somebody's playing a killer hunting for survivors. But they have these Halloween events every year that add some sort of a twist or modifier. Maybe just something cosmetic to the game.
That makes sense.
I also downloaded something on the Nintendo Switch for $5 called the Nun Massacre.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know who made it. I saw it and it was cheap and I thought it looked weird. So I bought it.
Yeah.
I also have a Resident Evil game that I believe is a short game that was meant to sort of evoke Silent Hill's PT.
Okay.
So we can see how Resident Evil tried to do one-up PT at some point.
Okay. I want to mention first, I'm looking at our Patreon to kind of see what's happening.
Yeah.
I first want to shout out Morgan, who was an existing patron at our Banshee level and up to the 13.
Ooh.
Thank you very much, Morgan.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's something else that you can do. If you're already a member,
Yep.
you might consider upgrading to the Demon tier
You may.
to get all kinds of additional material.
You may. I also want to shout out somebody who gets the Honesty Award for the day. This is Kate,
Okay.
who let us know that the commentaries are actually live on the Banshee tier. So if you could please, William,
Oh.
go in and edit.
Yes, that is
Yes.
honesty. Yes, okay. Honesty is the best policy.
Yes, Kate, genuinely thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So we are going to make sure that you get those bonus commentary tracks exclusively when you are on the Demon tier.
Wow, that was a. I was gonna say that was a close one, but no, I actually did just blow it.
Oh, that's okay. What are you going to do? But it's only 2 and 3 that are unlocked. 1,
that's
I
weird.
think, is fine.
No, it says Demon for me.
But that's 1.
Oh, 1 and 2 are fine. 3 is wrong.
No, 2 and 3 are wrong.
2 and 3 are wrong. Okay.
Yep.
Understood.
There you go.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Oh,
it
you
went out to
unlocked for
everybody.
all.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All
Oh my
right.
goodness.
Sorry, everybody, if you happen to get that and we have giveth and taken away. But that's the kind of spooky scare that you can expect on Halloween.
All kinds of tricks and treats might happen this day, I
That's
will tell
right.
you.
So Teresa is saying that they think we need to know more about the Nun Massacre
Okay.
once everything is in order.
All right, very well.
And I'm intrigued as well. I wonder what this could be all about. And Dorian is also feeling the same way.
Okay. All right. That sounds good then. We'll do
Mm-hmm.
that. I've got the tiers. It is corrected. Thank you so much
Beautiful.
to whoever it was.
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah, that was awesome of you.
Very much appreciate that.
Yep.
Let me just move one cable. and we'll be
Okay.
off and running here. Gotta fire up the old Nintendo Switch.
That's right. Get this nun on. Now, we're going to start firing off clips from our commentaries and our demon drive in 10 minutes. So we're going to get in about 10 minutes of nun play. And then it's out of our hands. Every 15 minutes from there, we must throw to a clip.
Yes.
The Underlords have dictated it so.
The Underlords.
Yes,
Is
and
that-
they have set an alarm on my watch. So every time it goes off, we must throw to a clip from our demon tier.
Am I insane or is Underlord not a phrase?
I think it's a phrase.
The Underlords. I don't know. Something about that is-
Overlords certainly is. So I guess
Overlord,
I'm
for sure.
assuming that Underlords is as well.
All right, here we go. Let's. I think you're gonna want to pop your headphones on if they're not already. And let's see. I've got the Nun Massacre going here.
Beautiful.
Just got to make sure that my controller syncs up. And here we go, everybody. It's
right.
time to check this, whatever this is.
Yeah,
out.
exactly, Roguefo. It's like Overlords, but from hell.
Very good. Nun Massacre. For best results, play alone in the dark. Play as if your life is actually at stake. Play no more than once per day. Be careful in the vents.
Oh.
Good luck. Your friends at Puppet Combo. So I guess that's who made this.
Okay.
And it's got this VHS sort of
Like
static
crackly.
aesthetic, which I really like.
Something gonna jump out and scare us.
Maybe. I assume this is a jump scare game. Please adjust tracking for best picture quality. Thank you. I like it. I already really like it.
That's neat.
I'm into the... Ooh, this reminds me of Halloween 3.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this is cool looking.
Hell yeah. Let me know if the audio is an issue for anybody. And consider sharing the links. Get the word out there if you're enjoying the stream.
Absolutely.
Spread the word.
Oh, good, Chauncey. Yeah, you know what? Where we are here in New Jersey, too, is like a little drizzly, a little overcast. It's kind of perfect, so I'm glad to hear it's that way for you, too, watching.
Select scenario none. That feels right.
N-U-N?
Difficulty medium. None moves and reacts at normal speed.
Okay.
Okay.
What are the other scenarios, just out of curiosity,
Yeah, let's
for
see.
a game that's called Nun Massacre?
Oh. Can I... Oh, maybe you have to unlock more. I'm not seeing... Yeah, I can't change it. Maybe by...
Excuse me, mostly ghostly, whoever you are out there, just elected to go above and beyond.
Ooh.
Mostly ghostly was already a demon donor, and they decided to up their pledge to $21 a month.
No way! Thank you so much.
So incredibly
you.
much. I can't even tell you. I hope you really enjoy all of the stuff over there.
Thank you so much.
That's
That is really
awesome.
kind of you. That is really, really kind of you. All right, let's play this intro. The nun stealth chart. The nun patrols
Oh my
the hallways
God.
in search of victims to quell her murderous rage. You must stay hidden and out of sight to avoid her wrath. Crawl under the beds for cover, but don't let her see you. Hide, I think it said.
Yep.
Oh, here I am just taking a tub.
Having some tubby time.
Just having some tubby time. Must I? Am I?
Can you splish splash?
Oh, where's my rubber ducky? I don't appear to have a body. There's some late jazz music playing. I don't know if that's
nice.
really coming through for everybody, but I assume there's going to be a jump scare, and
Oh, God.
am I meant to... Oh my. A
Was
clang
that
in
us
the
or
hall.
somebody else?
I don't know, but... Oh, there we go. So I had to...
Oh my God, Tess, thank you so much. Tess also decided that even though that they were already on the demon tier, decided to up their pledge to $20. Thank
Whoa,
you.
thank you.
So friggin' much. I did not expect that whatsoever.
everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's unbelievably nice of you. I really am glad that you enjoy
What's
our
happening?
stuff.
Something's going squirrely here. Hold on
It
a
says
second.
battery. Did you see that? Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. Don't worry.
So don't worry. The demons decided to mess with our equipment because they don't want our message to get out.
They don't want the world
want
to
you
know.
to see the Nun Massacre.
No.
But don't worry, we have fail-safes in place.
We got everything.
Oh my God! Why are you all so nice? Katie also decided that although they're already a demon, to up their pledge to 1984, which is an excellent year.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, thank you.
Holy
Thank
crap.
you so much. Thank you.
That's awesome.
So it seems like I can investigate.
Crazy.
I can't turn off the radio.
I'm reeling.
Whoa,
I don't
whoa,
even
whoa,
care what's
whoa.
going on in Nun Massacre.
Is this okay? There's a flashlight on the ground.
I guess I do.
Or
This is
something.
cool.
It's very squirrely. Dear Mrs. McDonnell, I hope this letter finds you well. Your child is sick and needs your immediate attention. We would normally handle this matter, but the situation is urgent, as we do not have... What? What?
Do not have what? Do not have what?
What's happening? Suddenly I'm outside? Okay.
Thank you. We love you guys too. It's unbelievable, this really cool group of people. Thank you so much. I'm really, really glad that you like everything. We like doing it. We like having
I love doing this show.
this group of really neat people that we wouldn't have met otherwise. That's the other thing. The show is so cool, but it's created this network of just really interesting people to be connected to.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. I think we're seeing a flashback of Mrs. McDonnell arriving here.
Okay.
So that letter was sent by Mother Apollonia, and she had said that your child is sick, you need to appear in person, which is why I think we're in the flashback now. Now we are playing basically as Mrs. McDonnell, I believe.
Okay, I see. Hey, Chloe. I hope you're having a good
Hey.
lunch.
Enjoy.
We love you too. Thank you so much for being here and being part of Patreon and jumping in on the live stream.
The road is blocked. Oh, so this is... Do I jump over it? Okay.
I love the way this looks.
So do I.
It's very... I think it's coming out darker for what you may be seeing at home. It's a little bit easier to see where we're playing. So
True.
just in case, it's just basically very rocky terrain. You're not really missing any crazy detail right now.
No, not yet. And I can even maybe try to improve things slightly.
Sure.
All right. Get more of the frame here. But so we're walking along this cliff's edge because the road was closed. And I hope I'm going in the right direction. I assume this is where I'm meant to go.
Thank you so much to somebody whose email address starts with Y for upgrading their pledge from the Banshee tier to the Demon tier. Thank you so much. I really hope you like all the cool stuff over there.
Thank you.
And Teresa just became a $13 Demon patron. Thank you so much, Teresa.
Thank you.
I think you're really going to enjoy it.
I really think so. We put... Yeah. You'd be surprised. The Netherworld Dispatch, that show that we do on Patreon every Monday, it really does play. Obviously, there are connections to Guide to the Unknown's like main feed stuff.
Yep.
But there's so much unique stuff that happens. I really think you're going to enjoy the Monday shows, and I really hope you enjoy the Twilight commentaries.
Yes.
Like you're going to see at a certain point our heads are sort of like hitting the wall. Oh, I can run.
I hope that's fun to watch.
Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy. People seem to like us when we squirm.
Yeah.
So I think particularly you'll enjoy Twilight 2 for squirmage. But
Twilight 2. Oy oy oy.
Twilight 2 New Moon.
That's a toughie.
It's almost not a movie.
It's not a movie I want to see ever again.
I know there's a sliding scale of what I consider a movie or not. But
of course.
But holy crap, Twilight 2.
It feels like it doesn't exist. And as far as the main show, we're putting out our 80th episode of the Netherworld Dispatch on Monday. So when you become a demon, you have access to all 80 of those episodes. Because the way that our tiers work is that the demon level is the highest tier, which gets every single episode, and then we have lower tiers at $8 and $4, where you get fewer of the episodes. And you can see all of that and have it explained really clearly when you go to patreon.com/GTTUpod.
And let's be clear, anybody who supports us, anybody who's able to support us, whatever tier, we greatly
without question
appreciate.
Yeah, it's all huge and surreal.
Yes.
Okay, so this is sort of serving as the credits.
Yeah, like a glorified title sequence almost, which is interesting.
You know what, Will?
What?
We gotta take a break from the glorified title sequence.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
It's 1:30.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'll try to keep making my way to the upstairs or whatever we're supposed to be doing here. But let's throw to a clip.
It's time to throw to a clip. I believe we are going to be throwing to a clip from the first Twilight commentary.
That is correct. Mm-hmm. That is correct. So let me pull this sucker up here.
So this is the first of the Twilight saga.
I forgot that I did this, Kristen.
Yeah.
I wrote little intros.
Oh, wonderful.
If you want to check this out. Here, I'll pull that back to 0.
Okay.
I wrote these last night, exhausted.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if they're really going to make any
coherent.
Sense. But for
Even
context, for the clips, I thought that it might be helpful because obviously you can't see the movie that we're watching and talking about. So I wanted to give people the opportunity to understand what this clip is setting up and doing. So clip 1, if you would like to do a blind read of that.
Yes. Clip 1, Twilight 1. Bella, though you write Bela, and Edward are in his bedroom, and they're finally seeing each other for who they really are. Their magnetic relationship has burned like hot fire, with Bella finally learning that Edward is a vampire. She is about to reveal a truth about herself. She and her mom used to make rain sticks using an unusual substance, chinchilla feces.
All right. Enjoy this, and we'll be back with you in 1 minute and 34 seconds.
Beautiful.
What? I used to make rain sticks out of chinchilla shit. I'm regretting having led you into my home.
I'm surprised this scene is in the movie. This is just like awkward, like, I don't know, this is realistic. Just like teens being like really friggin' weird.
Did you just say that I have Disney movies?
Oh, I don't know.
It's Disney? Maybe I missed that. Well, we're also watching the extended edition. I don't know. I bet the chinchilla poop is not in the standard version. The director needed that.
This guy's house.
It has to not be there.
Ultimate sexiness to you.
I know. I used to make these. My mom and I used to follow our dog Rocco around. We would cup our hands under him whenever we'd squat. Then we would breathe on it until it dried out.
That is such a funny thing. A weird story way to tell.
I wish I hadn't let you in.
He was like questioning everything because she had all this mystique about her before. Now she's talking about making rain sticks out of chinchilla shit with her mom.
This is why I can't read your thoughts. Tell me less about what you're thinking.
Yeah, I think we were better off before. Oh, God. That's so funny.
That's so crazy. I'm going to pull it back because I think the intro audio dropped out, but I think you get the gist. Once she's crawling around after her dog, Rocco. I think you understand. But just for the importance of us
yes.
First experiencing that moment, I'm gonna pull it back, everybody. What? Here we go. Be right back. What? What?
I don't even know what to say.
I used to make rain sticks out of chinchilla shit. I'm regretting having
I'm surprised that
let you into my home.
I'm surprised this scene is in the movie. This is just like awkward, like I don't know. This is realistic. Just like teens being like really friggin' weird.
Did you just say that I have Disney movies?
Oh, I don't know.
It's Disney? Maybe I missed that. Well, we're also watching the extended edition.
Oh.
I don't know. I bet the chinchilla poop is not in the standard version. The director needed that.
This guy's house.
It has to
like
not be there.
Ultimate sexiness to you.
I know. I used to make these. My mom and I used to follow our dog Rocco around. We'd cup our hands under him whenever we'd squat. Then we would breathe on it until it dried out. All right, I think you get the idea. All right, we're back where the audio got fixed. So there you have it. That's literally something that happens in that movie, in the extended cut, admittedly.
It is absolutely shocking.
I can't believe it's in any cut. It's in any cut at all.
So remind me, does she pick up an actual rain stick, a purchased rain stick that Edward has in his room?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, my mom and I used to make these out of droppings from my chinchilla and like a paper towel roll.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I and now I'm sure that that's somebody's experience, obviously.
I'm sure.
But I just wish that Edward's response would have been like, "Oh, all right, well that's with beans, that's with rice," just like anything to underscore, like, I don't know why you're telling me this.
Right.
But then directly after that moment, she hops onto his back and they leap from tree to tree. It's like Mario hopping on Yoshi, as we say in the episode. Anyway, you could get that clip and the 2+ hours that surround it.
Oh yeah.
Each one of these movies is 2 hours long.
They're chunky boys.
Holy crap. Anyway, all right, back to Nun Massacre.
Yep.
I have I played a little bit while that clip was going just to get around these Rocky Mountains.
Beautiful.
And I think I saw the nun pop up in the distance a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But it also now looks like we're going to encounter some sort of like a cross or something here on the cliffs.
Nice.
So I think I got us to a point where something spooky is going on. Yeah, we're getting some environmental stuff.
Ooh, an abandoned wheelchair.
A wheelchair at the end of a cliff. A lone wheelchair, it says. Mm-hmm. And this cross, I wonder, is a grave, maybe?
Maybe.
Cross, a wooden cross. I can press a button to sort of like interact with or learn more about stuff that I'm seeing. So let's keep running along the cliff's edge here, and I would really urge, keep an eye on the horizon, because I could swear, and I might be wrong, but I could swear that I saw a nun pop up.
A nun came peeking?
I believe so. I seen him, and I think he tipped his hat. Here we go. We must be getting there now.
Yeah.
It's the great and terrible thing about horror video games is that they like to take their time for some setting up some ambiance.
Yeah, so they can come and scare the hell out of you. So they'll make it like a little bit dull or repetitive, so there's an even bigger impact when they jump out.
But clearly we're just about there. I'm seeing the structure.
Do you see me reaching the summit?
Yeah. Oh, I love the lightning striking. I'm still way into the VHS effect. I even love that the stamina meter looks like some sort of a tracking bar.
Joshua, who was also an existing demon, has decided to up their pledge to $15 a month.
Whoa,
Thank
everybody.
you so
Thank you, Joshua.
much.
Thank you.
That is so awesome of you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
What?
I assume we have to find the front of this building.
Oh man, Natalie has also decided to up their existing pledge. This is in Canadian tender, which I don't understand.
Yes.
But it reads to me like Natalie may have already been an existing demon who has also decided to up their pledge. Thank you so much, Natalie.
Thank you so much.
Good Lord.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Oh, okay, we're loading as I stepped inside the house.
Oh, okay. The loading screen
I know.
takes you off guard the first time it comes up.
It does. Well, I think one of the other cool things about this is that it looks like it's in sort of like 90s polygonal PlayStation 1 type graphics.
Uh-huh.
But that coupled with the VHS stuff, like having HD TVs was not a thing until like the late 2000s or something.
Right.
Maybe mid 2000s. This is how a game like this would have looked in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I love
absolutely.
that they've like imposed tracking on it.
Right, they've made it wiggly.
They've made it wiggly. All right, so we're inside. Oh, we got this.
Okay.
It's like a Dario Argento.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Words I know. Dario Argento, Giallo.
Yes, Giallo. Yes, yes. Although Giallo means yellow in Italian for the pulp style of novel.
Of course, of
Yes,
course. I was
yes.
thinking about how yellow is another primary color, and that's why they work together.
Oh, so I have to hold on to a door to open it. The yellow light. Should I just be investigating, I assume?
Yeah.
Am I trying to find my kid, maybe?
I don't know. Could be.
Oh, wow, that was lucky. I found something in the
lighter.
first drawer I looked in. Ooh,
Made a fun lighter sound.
it did. A little Zippo sound. Huh. Speaking of Zippos, I did an episode of the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast that came out just today. Or no,
Yep.
I think last night. It's their Halloween special. And I wrote an audio drama-esque game for the guys to play. I sat in for the episode itself, worked closely with one Mr. Walt Flanagan, who I think is hilarious. And I think you should go check it out.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
I actually have some unused material that I would like to use in this stream if time permits. And
Oh,
if you have
excellent.
any interest.
Absolutely. So we have a structure to this stream. We didn't mention it during the stream, but it was up on our social media. For this first hour, so 1 to 2, we're going to be playing this game. From 2 to 3, we are going to be playing audio from that ghost hunt in the historic home that we were talking about just before. And then from 3 to 4, Will and I are going to be doing some competition style games. But maybe we can swap some of that for listening to some of what you did.
Sure, okay. I don't know if you saw, but I found a rock inside a toilet.
Oh, excellent. Did
Which
you leave it
means
there?
That's not a rock.
It's the same way that there were rocks in the back of John Travolta's cab and Look Who's Talking Now.
Right, and they named the dog rocks.
Right.
Very good.
Not rocks at all.
I'm glad we're both very familiar with Look Who's Talking Now.
Absolutely.
This is interesting.
It's part of
I
our
can find-
history.
I can find all sorts of stuff. That rock I could have used to throw at somebody. I wonder if I can use this to like board up a door or something, this wooden plank. I seem to have gotten the rock stuck. That's all right. Whoop. Oh, that was lightning. I really want to encounter the nun at least once before this hour is up.
Yeah,
And it's already flying by, I have to say.
it really is. We have only 3 minutes to go before we throw to another clip.
Oh my god, is that right?
That's right.
All right, we got to do something. Oh! Barbed wire pit! Oh my
Whoa.
god, Kristen, this is a reference to Dario Argento. This literally is. It is. It really is.
I feel like there are like wet, freaky whispers in my ear.
Whoa!
That's awesome.
That was great! Does anybody get the reference
I
to
don't.
barbed wire pit?
I don't.
Oh
What?
my god. That got me. And it still is gross.
I know. I've kind of gotten used to it now, but
I'm enjoying it.
what's the deal with the barbed wire pit?
It's in the movie Suspiria,
Oh, I've seen Suspiria, but I guess I don't remember.
which is a Dario Argento film. That's why I said that the lighting was very Argento, because
Yep.
he likes to light things with like all reds or all blues. And like the light is not necessarily coming from somewhere. It's just evoking
It's just the lighting.
a feeling on the scene or something. And one of the characters, I only just saw this for the first time a couple of months ago, is crawling through this dance academy and falls into a pit of barbed wire.
Oh, yeah.
That's so crazy. That
Yeah.
Okay, obviously puppet
You were
combo.
picking up what they were putting down.
I loved that. I thought that was very, very fun.
That was very cool.
Wow. Okay. I don't know that we're gonna stick with that for now, but that's a flavor of a thing. I think we gotta get like enough like, because we really are up against it. You said we've only got like a couple minutes before the next clip.
Every 15 minutes, we're throwing a clips.
It's incredible. What do you want to do when we come back?
What were the other options?
Check out another game. I might have other stuff on the Switch as well.
Okay.
If you want to see other horror stuff, why don't we take a look at what I've got here with the last couple of minutes that we've got?
Sure.
I have Luigi's Mansion 3, which I believe you played a little bit of, which is adorable. I've been streaming Luigi's Mansion 1.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, the game. I don't even know if it still works. I do have Dead by Daylight here. The original Resident Evil. We played some of Slender: The Arrival on our last stream.
You know what? I'm kind of wondering if we should switch it up and go to a short ranking thing.
Oh, okay,
At
we can do a ranking.
2 o'clock,
Yeah.
we got to switch over to our audio from our paranormal investigation.
You're right. All right, so then ranking it shall be.
Well, at 2 o'clock there'll be another clip, then in 2.
Of course.
But so maybe something that we can dictate the end of.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So anybody in the chat, if there's something that you would like to see us rank, something to talk about, feel free to go to tiermaker.com, pull a clip even, or send us a link if you want. Either way, we'll end up going there if we don't get anything from the chat, and we'll pick something and we'll do a ranking when we come back from the next clip.
Yeah, absolutely. Something Halloween themed maybe.
Yeah, I would love that.
Stick with the season.
So why don't we...
It's time.
It's time. Let's throw to the next clip. Kristen, go ahead and set it up for everybody.
Okay, great. All right, clip 2 is a favorite available now that is in episode 50 of the Netherworld Dispatch, which is one of our demon-only episodes. Everything that you're going to see from the podcast is something that's only available for demons.
You lied. You sent me this clip. And
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. But it is a demon level thing. I went to our Discord and went to see what demon episode people were talking about in order to grab the best clips.
Okay.
So we were looking at horror music videos for the purposes of fun and frivolity, William wrote. One such music video was Everybody Rock Your Body, but I think it's Everybody in parentheses, right? Rock Your Body is the name of the song.
I don't know. I literally
Actually reversed.
I literally wrote down what I could remember.
I think there are parentheses involved. I feel like it's Everybody Rock Your Body.
Okay.
By the Backstreet Boys, in which the fellas dress as classic Universal monsters while cavorting and prancing about. But one of them drew the short straw and was made to look like a yellow-toothed gross mummy. And then we noticed a visual similarity to another pop culture figure.
Yes.
Will, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Here it comes. He's got...
Mummy friends with him. Two chicks.
But also what's annoying about the mummy is that
He looks like he's wearing kind of like dirty underpants.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
And he's got this like gimp suit
Yeah.
BDSM thing on.
Right. And even the mummy ladies have like collars.
But they also, the wraps are designed to let their hair come out in strategic flips.
Right. Yeah, he has his signature like McDonald's arches, Nick Carter hair, and then the women flanking him, their ponytails are free.
Yeah. Real quick.
Why are you looking up David S. Pumpkins?
Because right now Nick Lachey is looking like
Nick
those
Carter,
guys that...
how dare you?
Whatever. Who's Nick Lachey?
From 98 Degrees.
Okay, my bad. Right now, Nick Carter is looking like those two guys that hang out with David S. Pumpkins.
You're right, because they both have kind of like sweatbands on and then hair coming out of the top.
Right.
Yeah, you're completely right.
Yeah, it's real weird.
It is real weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody look up the two guys that hang out with David S. Pumpkins from Saturday Night Live.
Right.
That's what Nick...
I'm surprised that you had that.
Why?
I don't know, like that you had those guys in your head.
I've
Enough.
I got them packed away.
Yeah.
Those guys live in my head rent free, you might say.
So there you have it. Now Will and I are going to jump over to do some quick ranking before we switch gears at 2 o'clock-ish to debut our ghost hunt.
That's right. No, never heard before.
No.
So we're going to look up, this was an interesting suggestion from Brittany in the chat.
Yep.
Home Alone
Hi, Brittany,
traps.
by the way.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I know we talked about these on a Patreon episode, but I don't think we got around to actually ranking.
All right, we got them.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
It's going to, hold on 1 second here. Seems like things are loading.
They're working.
There we go.
All right.
Seemed like the system had to take a second there. Needed to take a breather. All right, we got Tier Maker loaded up here. So what we're looking at, for people who are not familiar with this, we're going to be ranking each one of these things. Somebody has already set this up in the past, so they've got the traps ranking from who would fall for this,
Yeah.
not too clever, I'd fall for it, ouch, or God tier. God tier.
So
What is a God tier? A God tier Home Alone trap.
Kevin is acting as a god. He is dictating everything that happens to these people.
He is his own God.
Yes.
Okay, so how familiar are you with Home Alone?
I'm pretty damn familiar.
All right.
How about you?
I'm very, 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 very familiar.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
This appears to be the original duology.
Right.
The original Macaulay Culkin.
Keeping it authentic.
Of course, yes. So here, this first one that I see down here is just Marv sticks his head in through the doggy door and Kevin shoots him in the face with a gun.
Tough one. That is a tough one.
What a hardcore trap. This kid's a psychopath.
He absolutely is.
This is a kid, even though he was protecting his home and these were bad guys that were up to no good, this is a kid you keep your eye on.
Definitely.
For the rest of his life.
He has a creative mind that could be used for good or evil.
Do you think the government taps him to help
he becomes like a secret agent in the future?
Becomes like a spy?
Yeah, they may as well, honestly.
I know there's
He has
a
creative
headcanon
mind.
that he becomes Jigsaw.
Yes, I know.
This
funny.
is like I took the path diverged in the woods,
right?
Whatever that is. One way is Jigsaw, and the other way is like James Bond.
Yeah. All right, we got to rapid fire these.
You're right. All right.
So
head through a doggy door, shot in the face. Not too clever. I'd fall for it. I would go with ouch.
Definitely ouch.
Ooh, ouch! He got shot in the face.
What's this next one?
I think this next one.
It's a little hard to see.
It's quite dark. I think that this might be Harry walking into a hole in the front door. In Home Alone 2. I think he just steps inside.
Oh, I see. I mean, I would fall for that.
They're at Kevin's uncle's renovated condo.
Right.
And he steps in. There's just a
city.
hole in the ground, and he falls through it. But did Kevin dig a hole in the floor? I don't know if this is Kevin's trap.
I think that Kevin lucked out, basically.
True.
Yeah, Rogue Foe says that he's just his character from The Good Son, but he's better at hiding it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Brittany says, wow, what a hole.
What a hole.
So I think this is Marv, actually. I think you're right. That is what Marv says.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right, I think I would put it in I'd fall for it.
I'd definitely fall for it because I would just be going gung-ho into the house.
Too dangerous.
Yes.
All right, this next one I think is deranged. Home Alone 2, he's standing at the top of this duplex.
Oh, is it the bricks?
And he's throwing bricks down at Harry and Marv from 3 stories up.
I mean, I'm going to rank it as God tier because that's what we're working with. That's basically like the ultimate that he's pulled over on them for maximum damage.
True.
It feels like.
Max Dam.
Max Dam. I would
Nat
call
20.
God tier.
I think, welcome professional paranormal research.
Hello,
you're just in
Camo
time.
Man.
We're going to be doing some, listening to some Ghost Hunt audio in just a few minutes.
Yep.
But welcome, Poke Around. Everybody feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, spread the word. We would greatly appreciate people sharing this link. Anyway, I have a twist on God tier I would like to present to you.
Okay.
God tier is he sends you to see God.
Sure. Yeah.
You're at risk of, there's a risk of death.
Yeah.
Death is potential, I think, from this brick stunt.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
Again, not a clever stunt or a trap.
No, but
as they say.
It's
an assault.
It's getting maximum damage.
It's attempted murder.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this Marv getting shot in the face? Can we revisit that? That might be sending you to see
Yep.
God.
Yep.
Okay, this next one I think is Marv gets covered in paint.
Yes, I believe it is. And look, I would fall for all of these things pretty much, so it's hard for me to say who would fall for that because there's sometimes just befalling them.
True. But I think he
but it's
slides
not
on
like-
slippery goo
Yeah.
and then runs into some paint cans.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah. I guess it can go in not too
I'm going to
clever.
put it in not too clever.
Yeah.
Similar to the bricks, Marv gets hit in the head with an iron in the first one, and it leaves a singeing...
Yeah.
It disfigures him.
I think it's an ouch because it's not quite as bad to me as the bricks.
I agree.
But horrible.
I'll give it an ouch. I also
Okay.
want to shout out that there's some cover art somewhere for one of our shows where I edited these burn marks onto Kristen.
Yes.
Onto Kristen's face. It's
quite good.
It was a lot of fun to do.
Blowtorch definitely has to be Bob tier. Has to be God tier. Bobby.
Bob tier.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob. You think the blowtorch to the head would kill you? Look at how it's like glancing off the top of his head.
I could see there being a gnarly infection from that. That could.
All right. But that he's not accounting for an infection.
Yeah.
What's
true.
the infection connection? I'm gonna go with ouch. I think Joe Pesci.
fair.
He's still kicking.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
him.
he keeps moving.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right. This I think Kevin just cut a ladder in half and they climbed it and then fell. I'd fall for it because who would ever see that coming?
Right.
All right. Kevin puts a bunch of feathers on a fan. On an industrial fan and blows it in your face. It covers you with
You're
feathers.
tarred and feathered.
I'm gonna go with not too clever.
Yeah. To
what
it's
end?
not the most inventive of his traps.
Not yeah. This
All right,
is
Kat, we'll see you back here.
this is nasty. This is maybe one of the nastiest things that little shit has ever done.
What do you do?
He put a nail
Oh,
up through
God.
the one stair, which
Yeah, I
is
hate nail stuff.
more devious than if he had put them in every single stair.
Absolutely.
You could never see this coming. Marv steps on it with bare feet. He also covered the stairs in icky, sticky tar to
Brutal.
ensure that shoes and socks would come off, and then he would step on the nail.
It's pretty sick.
I'm gonna go with ouch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with ouch. I don't think it's gonna kill you unless we are talking about infection.
But just the forethought that went into that one is
Right.
very devious.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this image is.
I can't really see.
It's like
so
falling from something. There's a lot of falling.
yeah, that seems
happens.
brutal, Joshua. I know.
I'll do an ouch on whatever this fall is. Maybe we'll figure it out.
Honestly, I would probably feel comfortable with putting just about any of these in ouch.
Oh, I know what this
So,
is.
What?
This is he covered a ladder in slippery goo,
Oh, that is also brutal.
and the Pesh
that
tries
stuff
to
looks
climb
very goopy too.
It's very goopy. Okay.
Okay.
Another fall. He froze the back steps.
Oof.
I would give it an ouch. All right, this one's messed up. He put Christmas tree
Oh, I see.
decorations inside,
More foot stuff.
and Marv steps on it with bare feet after having already had the nail through his foot.
Right.
I don't know how he guaranteed that the guy with no shoes comes in through this window, or maybe it was just to alert him sound-wise.
True.
Like
and he lucked out on the no shoes.
Yes.
Had he pulled something to get his shoes off in the previous thing?
Yeah. The sticky tar on the stairs made him remove his socks and shoes.
Oh, right.
But so I think it's like in It Follows when that guy has cans over every doorway,
Yeah.
so that makes a sound if it comes in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with ouch on that. How do we feel?
Yeah, I feel good about that.
All right, let's get paint
Yeah, I
cans
think
out
it's
of
the
the way.
rope, Bobby. Yeah, because he lights it from the bottom and then it like sizzles up.
There's the rope. Yeah, let's do the rope because I see it right here. Marv and Harry are climbing a rope, and Kevin lights it on fire.
It's honestly amazing.
This might be God tier.
I think it's God tier because he could that rope could have disintegrated and dropped him from like tens of feet in the air.
Caught them on fire. Anything. This one is like he had them. This is
Murder.
where it's like he could have gotten away. They're on this rope.
Right?
Get away, Kevin. But no, he lights it on fire maliciously.
No, he's sticking around to see his handiwork.
I got away with it last time, and people considered me a hero. Maybe this time I can murder, and they'll still think that I'm the victim.
Exactly.
All right, paint cans and throwing whatever this big barbell thing is.
I
Ouch, or I'd fall for it.
think I'd fall for it.
I think I'd fall for it.
Still horrendous, but
Yeah.
not quite to an ouch level.
Agreed. All right, heating up a doorknob until it is red
That's
hot.
ouch.
This is.
That could keep your skin on the doorknob.
I don't even know who thinks of this.
I
stuff.
know.
He ties a rope around a tool chest and it flies down the stairs and mushes Marv.
All right, this part is hilarious. It's very funny to me. Times that my friends and I have watched Home Alone and Home Alone 2, which is not infrequent. For some reason, this part really cracks us up, and my friend Mike even made a gif of it. You can move out of the way pretty easily. It's moving.
There's a whole thing, because I know this movie quite well, where
Yes.
they go, "What's that sound?"
Right.
And they listen as the thing is coming down the stairs, and then they get mushed, and he goes, "That was the sound of a tool
'cause there's,
chest
like-
falling down the stairs."
You could clear out.
So move out of the way
Yes.
and wait to see what it was. Who would fall for this?
Yes.
All right, Marv and Harry in the first one are crawling across a zip line, and Kevin snips it halfway across.
Brutal. Brutal.
It's
And then they
similar
go
to the fire.
smushing into yeah.
I would give it ouch, and then the fire in the second one upgraded it to God tier.
Joshua points out they're asking a question, but is Kevin a final girl? Somewhat. Actually, now that you
The way that we're talking, I think Harry and Marv are final.
yeah, I was
girls.
about to say, like, it might be there's an argument for yes, but there could be an argument as well that Kevin's the bad guy.
Yes, I think Marv is a final girl.
Yeah. All right. This is Marv electrocuted, yes.
And he becomes a skull for a
Right.
minute.
I mean,
That's God tier right there.
absolutely.
I think he saw heaven, and
He
then God
did.
said, "Your work isn't done yet," and sent him
kicked
back.
him in the face back down.
All right, he dumps more paint on him? I don't know.
Hard to say.
I'm not sure. It's oopy goopy paint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with not too clever.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yes.
All right, he drops a bunch of wrenches onto Harry's head. I think this is right after Harry gets blowtorched.
Yeah.
A duffel bag full of tools
Right.
unzips onto Harry's head.
I guess I'd fall for it.
I'd fall for it, because who would ever think a duffel bag
You
full of
never
wrenches
would.
is over your head?
You never would.
All right, Matchbox cars in the front hall.
I'd say I'd fall for it. I
I'd
just wouldn't
fall
be
for it.
looking, and that would suck really bad.
And last but not least,
Yep.
a staple gun that shoots through the lock of the door and pinches Marv's nose shut. What do you think? God tier?
I guess I'd fall for it.
Of course I'd
there's-
fall for it.
There's no avoiding it. It's not even a matter of falling for it.
And I'd fall for it. It's usually something inexplicable. A hole in the
Right.
ground, a ladder cut in half, somebody throwing paint cans over the banister. Filling a duffel bag full of wrenches, Matchbox cars on the floor, staple on the nose. Who would fall for this is listening to a tool chest fall down the stairs for a few minutes before it hits you. And God tier is Kevin hits you in the head with a brick from 3 stories up. Shoots you in the face with a rifle. Lights a rope on fire that you're actively climbing, or electrocutes you to literal death.
Brutal.
Brutal is right, sis.
That's a horror movie.
And I think that's going to take us to our next Patreon
Our next clip.
This is going to be a clip that is also available to you if you sign up to patreon.com/GTTUpod right this second.
Yep. Okay, this is what we are throwing to. Will wrote, Clip 3 lives in our heads rent-free, and if you become a demon right now, you'll be able to see the full episode. While ranking our favorite kinds of yummy candy, somehow the topic turns to the Saw franchise. More specifically, the spooky siblings focus on a particular poster constructed to advertise the 7th Saw film, Saw 3D. This poster depicts one John Kramer as a towering structure in the midst of being built. Their attentions are drawn to the man's mound. William, take it away. Wasn't there some idea about Jigsaw being some sort of like cult-like figure,
Yeah.
like a god?
It's literally
this?
only present in the poster for Saw 3D.
Okay.
And it is it's so amazing that it's
Yes.
worth putting on the screen again.
Yes, I agree. I remember I was blown away by what I was seeing. And yeah, it doesn't actually have to do with the plot, but it's like a stories high rendering
Yes.
of Jigsaw in the nude?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, okay.
It is, I think, one of my favorite
Wow.
things out of the franchise.
Yeah, what does this mean?
Because they very much overpromise and underdeliver here.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's a lot of fun.
There are a couple of helicopters flying around Jigsaw's head.
The implied
awesome.
scale of this thing.
Yeah, there are smokestacks that come up to his knee.
Yeah.
He's humongous.
It's funny too that like the
Yeah,
way
what does
they
this
show
mean?
this. Let's assume that each one of these things is a story.
Right.
Every time a staircase goes up has to be a story.
Yeah.
So we're talking. I assume that there's at least one here.
Yeah,
Maybe 2.
to get
but
up.
let's call it 1.
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at 10 stories. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26-story tall statue of John Kramer.
How high is the Chrysler Building?
Let's find out.
Yeah,
It's got to be more than that.
I guess so. I have no concept of
How tall is the Chrysler building? How many stories we need?
Yeah.
Come on.
Just put how many stories is the Chrysler Building.
Okay. How many stories?
There we go.
Why do they call it a story?
77. I don't
77.
know. Okay, so it's half the size of the Chrysler Building, but still, the Chrysler Building is humongous.
Yeah.
So this is a gigantic rendering of nude John Kramer with skin.
Frowning.
Frowning.
Not some smiley statue.
No.
But yeah, it's all this industrial stuff being built. It's being built near like smokestacks, like in Newark or something.
Right.
Um,
Imagine this on the turnpike.
and what's funny too is that because he's nudie, you see like part of him is not done being made yet. So
Right.
it seems like they rendered the entirety of him up until the belly button.
Yeah.
And then it's just bare scaffolding. But once you're above the belly button, they've gotten like flesh tone on him again up until the head.
Yeah.
It's
and they
weird
just
that
haven't
they
finished that.
Yeah, they haven't finished that part. But they did finish the crotch.
Yeah.
And they've just given him a suspicious V.
Huh.
A suspicious V mound.
I guess I was thinking. I guess at first blush, I was looking at this and thinking that the crotch wasn't done yet. But no, I think you're right. I think it's just covered
I look at this
by
and blush.
scaffold.
I don't even know if it's
But
covered by scaffolding.
he also has that cut V. No, what do you mean?
I do think that there should be bare scaffolding just above his, what do you call it, fat sandworm.
Oh yeah. The woo woo.
The woo-woo.
Yeah.
Right above his woo-woo. There
Right.
should just be nothing. But they chose to have the mound finished and left his belly button as bare scaffolding, which I think is suspicious.
No, I see his belly button. You don't see it?
Oh, I do see his B button. All right, so
Yeah.
just above that. Even weirder.
Right.
I think that they just wanted to be like parts of him are still under construction.
Yeah.
But the story being told about how this statue is being constructed, I find
this mountain of a man.
curious.
I do too. I don't understand what's in front of his mound, as you called it. Why
Yeah.
is there still, I don't know, construction climbing stuff?
I think they're just spending a lot of time.
Just cozying up.
This is like where
Good place to take a nap on the job.
You're right.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yes.
He's napping near
A
it.
little on the nose. Well, a little on the something.
Might literally be on the nose.
Yeah,
He's
might be.
sleeping so close. This is like where the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home took place. That's a question. How many stories high is the Statue of Liberty?
That's a good question. Oh my god.
Let's see.
All the varied Spider-Men. 22.
22.
So
Oh my
this
God, what did
is
we say, like
larger.
25?
Yeah, something like that. This
Oh
is
my
taller
God.
than the Statue of Liberty.
This Statue of Jigsaw is
So yeah, just
taller.
imagine Tobey Maguire flinging around this thing.
Imagine driving past this on the turnpike trying to get to the airport or something. Like, why is this by all the smokestacks?
It also brings a new context to all the bad smells on the turnpike.
Oh my God! Yeah, another billowing smoke coming suspiciously out of the back middle of John Kramer. Smells like John Kramer's ass around here. So, anyway,
Oh my
it's really neither here nor there. We just remembered it and wanted
yeah,
to talk about it again.
We just needed to talk about
But
it.
does
Have it.
there you have it. One of
We
our
were-
finest moments.
We were laughing watching that back here. I really enjoy Will talking about passing that on the way to the turnpike. And what's the other thing?
That's where the end of
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home takes place.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
If you don't know, the end of Spider-Man No Way Home is on the Empire or on the Statue of Liberty, though it's under construction.
Right.
Can you imagine? It would only make the movie. If they wanted a $3 billion out of that film,
Oh god.
they could take place on the John Kramer,
Absolutely.
whatever that is.
I don't know what to call that.
What that is? Anyway, that's available right now if you sign up to our Patreon. That was a Demon Tier episode, so nobody outside of the Demon Tier has ever heard that before.
Yes.
So go check that out, patreon.com/GTTUpod. And that's also, we're going to be posting the full audio that we're about to start listening to.
That's right. So we are moving into the second hour of our drive, and we are going to be focusing on audio from our paranormal investigation of a local historical home.
Yeah.
As we move into the second hour, I also want to mention that you can still decide to take advantage of those disruptors. So the way that you do that is that where the box is for you to comment on the stream, you'll see a little icon of a $, and you can, if you would like to, decide to make a donation and type in the box what you would like us to do. You can have us do a marshmallow mouth stuffing contest with these probably gross pumpkin spice marshmallows.
I'm sure they're disgusting. Yeah.
Absolutely. And start putting weird Halloween makeup on our faces.
Yes.
So that's all available to you, and let's roll into some ghost hunt stuff.
Yes. So you had mentioned previously, this was Kristen and I, and this is thanks to, honestly, stuff like the Patreon that we're able to do something like this. Kristen had seen an advertisement a while back, a few months ago, for a ghost hunt happening at the beginning of October of this year at a local house, a historical home built in the early 1700s. The people in charge of this home have requested that it remain anonymous.
Hi, Mirandia and Jennifer, by the way.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome. And also, Tobin's bell made us really laugh.
Oh, yes.
Rogue Foe. You wrote that while we were watching the thing.
It's fantastic.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
This event was held in part by New Jersey Paranormal. This is a ghost hunting group that consists of the following members: John, Ken, Chris, and Tanya. At the start of this event, when Kristen and I showed up, they gave us a brief intro to what we could expect for the night. And then everybody who bought a ticket, we were all split into smaller groups. And bit by bit, you would work with each of the 4 people from New Jersey Paranormal.
Right.
We were at first placed into a group with, thankfully, one other person.
Yes.
This is huge.
It proved to be extremely important.
It was incredibly important. We were placed in a group with a man named Mark, who is a really, really nice, knowledgeable, cool guy.
Yeah, he had been to a number of these investigations before and was taking it seriously, but not like, crazy, super serious. But he, like us, wanted to stay open and see what happened, as opposed to some of the other groups who were kind of like gallivanting and, some people felt they were a little loud.
Some people thought that they were at the Chuckle Hut.
Yeah.
Some people were giggling gusses.
That's right.
And here's the thing. As much as we goof around, something that I really like about the way that we do things, I think I've been pretty open about considering myself mostly a skeptic. But when we went, and we've never done a ghost hunt together before. We've done other sort of like paranormal events and stuff, but we've never done a ghost hunt late at night in the dark, literally trying to contact a spirit together. I think we defaulted to just trying to be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, thank
Mirandia.
you. Thank you so much, Mirandia.
Thank you so much. What would you like us to do?
Please pick your poison.
We are at your beck and call.
I'll even run and go grab a Bronner's bottle. Whatever you'd like.
That's also on the table if anybody's interested. We could read dramatically from a Bronner's bottle.
But I feel like more than anything, we were pretty like sensitive and open and honest and genuinely tried to see if we could make contact.
If you're doing this, why not come into it curious and open-minded? Like, I can like goof around and laugh with you anytime.
Of course.
Why not? We're in a circumstance that we're not usually in.
Right.
So
yep.
What the heck?
All right, Kristen, Mirandia is chosen for dealer's choice. What would you like to do?
What do you say? What do you want to do?
I think I just want to draw a ghost on my head real quick.
I think that sounds great.
Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's an argument to be made that we're almost like debasing ourselves with the disruptions, right?
Oh, it absolutely is us just being like, you can tell us to dance, monkey dance.
Oh, I also said last night maybe I would start cutting chunks out of my beard.
Oh, that's right.
I forgot about
That's
that one.
right. That's a big one. You can disrupt us with a certain amount of money. Is it any? It's
let's say $5.
$5. Will a chunk out of his beard.
I'll cut a chunk out of my beard.
This is something that he volunteered. You don't have to feel guilty about it. He wants to trim his beard anyway,
Correct.
so why not do this?
Yes.
So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So $5, Will does a fun chunk.
Yes. All right, let me try to
Okay.
draw this ghost real quick.
Oh, Allie definitely says you can, Miranda.
Yeah, Allie's fine with it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna also do a ghost.
I'm doing a blind draw.
I will too. Okay, here we go.
It's pretty good. It's maybe a little squiddier than you would think.
I think mine's going into the eyebrows in a way I wasn't anticipating.
Mine's a little skullish.
Okay. Okay, what does this look like?
Yeah, I think I've got like an adorable. You know what mine looks
You have
like?
a squid.
Yeah, I have a squid.
Yeah.
In Finding Nemo, which I recently showed to my daughter, there's a baby
Give it a smile.
octopus, an adorable baby octopus. Mom is also going to be thrilled that I cut chunks out of my.
Oh
beard
my
potentially.
God.
So
Unbelievably.
feel free to dive into the disruption pool.
She lost her mind
Yeah.
when Will suggested this. We were all on FaceTime.
One way or another, it's getting a trim. You may as well
Right.
see a chunk go flying.
Right.
I like your ghost.
Thank you.
Your ghost is very cute.
Yeah, it doesn't connect.
No, that's
something
okay.
going on, but that's okay.
The bottom of it, the rumply thing, it looks a little bit like Mario's mustache.
Rumple Pumple.
Yeah, rumple
Oh yeah, and actually Rogue Foe says that it looks like a Pac-Man ghost. You're right.
Yeah,
It is
adorable.
kind of
Lovely.
like that. Yeah.
All right, let's
Thank
check
you,
out.
Miranda. That was fun.
Let's check out room 1. We were placed with Ken.
Yep.
And a huge thanks to everybody from the New Jersey Paranormal group.
Yes.
Everybody was cool with us recording. Everybody was fine if we played their audio on the tape. They did not have to be, but I very much appreciate
Yeah,
that.
we checked with everybody and they were all down.
And feel free, Chrissy, as this plays, you can just tell me to pause.
Okay.
And we can pause and chat.
Great.
All right, so here we go.
Now they're in try, but
Sure.
actually, I'm starting to think that she's the trigger to
To go.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Me?
not a man, it's a
Because
woman.
each time that she
Now, I will say, I think it's pretty evident right off the jump. So Kristen and I each had a lav mic, like basically
So a
Pandora
portable
lapels.
microphone.
Yeah. It's picking up everything. So you might hear people talking over each other. This is not a clean recording session, a clean recording environment. But what you just heard there was, I believe, Mark saying that he felt you
Right.
might be something of a trigger this evening.
Right.
And we were just getting started.
Yeah, this was our first, section of the house. And Miranda asked if this is the house that we still can't say exactly where it is. And yes, all of this
Right.
audio will be from that house.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
spoke or moved or went out the room, something happened.
Look, I'm done.
Why is she in red now?
And the color really, there's no.
It just arbitrarily assigns a color?
Yeah.
Your color is red, Chrissy.
I mean, that sounds right. My face is always red.
Put your arms out.
Okay.
She was looking
I'll
at
do
your
whatever.
painting before.
This is Kristen was on, those SLS cameras they call them.
Oh, yeah.
They point a camera at you. It's got a little screen that you can watch live, and it looks for the shape of a person in the room. So Kristen was showing up in red on it, and we were looking to see if a stick figure person would appear in the room. I was surprised. It might be in this audio that I pulled. It's literally a Microsoft Kinect,
Oh, yeah.
which you would typically plug into an Xbox. I would have thought that they rebranded the name or something like that.
No, it just is what it is.
It's a Microsoft Xbox Kinect. There we
I
go.
want to give Miranda a little more bang for her buck with the disruptor. As this is playing, I'm going to draw on weird eyebrows.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. I'll do something similar. I
Okay,
want those
great.
crayons.
Or
Yeah.
she was thinking about taking it home.
All right. No, it's okay. It's okay. You can do it. I'm just kidding.
In the trunk of her car.
We're the new owners.
Oh, this is
Doing a little,
little Bagans. There's a portrait in this house. You know what? I think I wrote intros for all of these. They put a string of EMF lights around this particular portrait
right.
that is said to get a bunch of ghostly activity. So he just said Kristen really likes the portrait and is thinking about taking it home.
Yeah.
Almost
We're
to
trying to provoke.
provoke the ghost, which is why I immediately start doing my Bagans.
Yeah. How could you not?
We're the new owners.
Yeah.
But
We're
also,
going to take this portrait and do something you don't want with it.
Ken had just put on the mantle that thing that lets a ghost put text on a screen.
Oh, yeah.
And it said it put 3 words on the screen and only 3 words. Etch after wound.
Right.
And this was deemed to be of interest.
Of import.
I guess, but I still don't really understand what I'm curious to know what those things have as a vocabulary.
Yeah, like what they're drawing from.
Of course it uses scary words. We're in a
Yeah.
spooky thing. But
Yeah,
does
right.
it can it say, flowers for breakfast?
Right.
Like, can it say
Are they just scary
anything?
words?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, back to it.
All right. No, it's okay. It's okay. You can do it. I'm just kidding.
In the trunk of her car,
We're the new owners.
right next to the ice scraper.
Yeah. No respect for the painting.
If there's anybody here, feel free to reach out and touch Kristen's hand.
Yeah, do. If there's anybody here,
Yes,
I was
do.
just saying in the other room, trying to get a reaction from that static thing. I'm super open. I'm super curious. And I would love to see something. So by all means, you totally can let me know that you're here. However you feel like doing that.
She just wants to know that you're here. She doesn't.
That's kind of
She won't hurt you,
What's that?
right?
No, no,
The
no.
chair.
Half the chair's red
Sorry
as
for
well.
lying.
Yeah, part of the chair was red, part of it was white.
Dangerous.
But the wall behind her goes red as well.
I'm gonna walk over by the sewing machine because I know you said
Now
maybe
the
that was the
table's
thing.
red.
Actually, so see, I was
Yeah.
just about to tell you, it's like a mirror, so everything that's on the left is actually physically on the
Exactly.
right.
All right, Kristen,
So that
yeah,
red
check
is
out the
the
painting,
blue.
Chrissy.
All right. So
Let's
I'm
see.
looking at the painting. I can't see it super duper well, but I'm sure it's very cool and interesting.
Oh.
I'm sure.
Did you see this picture?
I clearly just couldn't see it. Let me see.
So, is it,
It's a little insulting. Oh, I'm sure it's very cool. You sound sarcastic. You know, I'm sure it's very, very cool and interesting.
you look like a happy dude?
No.
Oh, it looks like Dan Aykroyd. Doesn't it?
Not really.
No, where I was just standing, it looked like a... Let me get a look at this guy.
Dan's not doing so good if that's
Yeah, right.
I can't even make out his face.
Yeah. No, you can like if you get another angle.
Yeah, I think the glare on
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
Oh, yeah,
absolutely
no, Dan
fucked
Aykroyd's
when we
looks
got
better.
hit up real quick.
the... Yeah.
Yeah.
He's seen better days.
He's seen better days.
So real quick, we do a podcast. We're going to record some audio. Are you comfortable if we use audio that your voice is on? We may not. We're going to capture a lot of stuff, obviously.
Yeah, I don't have a problem, but I don't know if the other ones will. So
I'll ask everybody just
Yeah,
to make sure
we won't-
everyone's comfortable. I don't want to...
never mind. I know we don't allow video.
Yeah, we're not recording
Yeah, no,
video. Yeah. Your name is though?
Ken.
Ken. Okay.
Go
You're
Ken.
probably the first one that
Yeah,
ever
thank
asked
you,
that. So
Yeah, he asked me. That was the first time somebody asked me too.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, that's
Be respectful.
We're here out
Yeah.
of curiosity more than anything. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I mean, I genuinely, I love this stuff, and I'm super interested in it.
Oh, I
so as
love it
well.
too.
Yeah.
I just don't know quite what we're in for.
I want to try to.
So
All right.
this next clip.
Well, William, before we go to the next clip of audio, we must go to the next clip. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
Sorry.
is it time?
It's overtime.
Oh, okay. It's overtime.
Yeah.
All right. So this clip here is clip 4 that we're gonna play here, and I would like you to set this up for everybody, and then we'll come back with. I think we got some good ghostly activity in that room.
Absolutely. Well, actually, William, we need to go to clip 2 of Twilight.
Clip 2 of Twilight.
Yes.
My God, you're right. Okay, got it.
This is going to be a clip from, what is it called again?
Twilight New Moon.
Yes. Okay. All right. In the baffling finale of Twilight New Moon, 17-year-old Bella Swan somehow rushes to Italy to save her estranged boy toy, Edward Cullen, who has decided to end his life by making a spectacle of himself before the unwitting Italian people. Is this because he heard another man on the phone at Bella's house? Is it because he thought she was dead because another vampire used some sort of special vampire vision to spy on Bella cliff diving and misinterpreted the act as Bella falling to her death? Is it both? One thing is for sure. The way vampires die in this world is by popping each other's heads off like so much dandelion.
All right, let's
So
check-
this is from the second Twilight commentary, available right now at patreon.com/gttupod at the demon level. Oh, also, we
It's
decided to
too
make
late.
ourselves look
where is
progressively
it?
more
It's noon. Here
vampire
he comes.
as these
There he
commentaries go on.
That's right. Yes, we didn't even mention that. Yeah, you'll notice if you check out the commentaries that each one we get a little more ghastly.
Right.
Anyway, he's too late.
But where is he?
It's noon. Here he comes. Oh
gonna-
my God.
My God, he's coming down a hallway, unbuttoning his shirt so that they can see that he sparkles and they know he's different, and then they'll kill him, I guess.
Hey, real quick, this idiot chose to leave her.
Yeah.
Real quick, like, And then he heard that she was moving on with her life because there was a different boy at her house. So he's going to present himself.
Mm-hmm.
This is pathetic.
It's pathetic. I hope no one ever loves me this amount.
Don't worry, no one ever will. Oh, he's beginning to shine. By the way, wouldn't everyone a little girl look like, look, Daddy, he's sparkling. Maybe he's just wearing silly makeup.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not a necessary, like, now I know exactly what's going on thing. Move or lose it, Eddie.
This movie's deranged.
Yeah.
This is. What?
Wait, did
Why would he have thought she was dead?
Maybe that's the deal. Maybe it's not that he was upset that she was with Jacob. Maybe the cliff jumping thing, he thought she was dead? Is that the deal?
What? What's going on?
I think he thought she was dead.
I just couldn't live in a world where you don't exist. Ah! Oh, I cut away from it. I roared. Hold on a second. This is important. I forgot that I roar at the end of this clip. Because it doesn't make any much sense.
I think he thought she was dead.
I just couldn't live in a world where you don't exist. Ah! There it is.
There you go.
I saw that roar when I was pulling clips. And I was like, I get so upset at movie 2.
Something happened.
The second movie was so distressing to me.
So those are designed, we do a countdown for you to press play.
Yes.
And those are designed for you to be watching Twilight while listening to us talking. You can obviously, choose your own adventure with how you do it, but that's why you're not seeing Twilight on the screen. You're meant to be watching Twilight and just listening to us.
Right. Yes, exactly. Oh, wait a minute. Roguefo has new info here that I didn't even know.
Okay.
Jacob says that his dad is preparing a funeral.
Oh.
But it's for someone else. Bella's dad. Bella's dad is preparing a funeral. I still think that Edward is rushing to judgment.
Yeah.
Without having all the facts.
It certainly seems that way.
He's so willing to go before the parliament, the Italian vampire parliament.
What
to
the
have
hell
his
is
head
that
removed.
called? The
Volturi.
Volturi. Yeah.
Yes. It's
Hi, Brianna.
It's a shocking end to a shocking movie.
Absolutely.
All right, back to the ghost hunt.
Yes.
This is clip 2. We're still with Ken in this first room. This clip is all about getting activity. Hey, Andrea. And I believe we do get some ghostly activity. According to the ghost rules of EMF stuff, we get some readings, let's say, at the end of this clip here.
It really is the Xbox technology. It says Kinect. That was the Xbox peripheral. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh. They use that in, I think, Paranormal Activity 4.
Oh, okay.
Literally a Kinect. I think a kid has one.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Rings a bell.
Give you this one, Miss Ghostbait.
Yeah.
So you want to kind of pinch it like a deck of cards.
Okay.
Keep your buttons with your fingers.
They're my
your
little
fingers
buttons.
below the buttons.
Okay.
This device is
now,
odd. It evidently, it's like a little wand that you hold. And if you point it at somebody, if it gets too close to somebody, it'll make a sound.
Right.
So the idea is that you should hold it away from your body toward the middle of an empty room, so that if it makes a sound, it's like something passed by it.
Right, and it's not any of us, so it must be a ghost.
You'll even hear in here that, like, if Kristen points it too close to me, I'll be like, oh, I set that off.
Right.
It's like
not
no
like
insulation or
insulated,
anything, just be very mindful of the antenna. You want to be fluent with your movements. You don't have to do like robot hand or anything like that.
Okay.
But if you turn and poke him in the eye, then him and the device will go off.
Sure.
If you bring it too close to the wall, it'll go off.
Okay.
That's why I wear
See,
glasses.
A little fun.
I have 20/20 vision.
See,
Will.
what's that?
Joke.
What?
Oh, it's at the sign and it's time to go.
Oh, is
To the
that
next
What are you
manual?
doing?
The lights just bloomed on.
I got 12 minutes. Stop leaning on the light switch.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Maria. You can hear how I'm in the mode of being in a ghost hunt. I described the lights coming on as the lights blooming on.
I know.
A little artful, a little dramatic.
I know.
There's literally somebody flicked a light switch. The lights bloomed on.
I know.
Damn ghosts.
So with the lights on, can you see am I holding it right? Like, am I doing this right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that...
Now you shook the antenna so it went off.
Right, okay.
Well, so here's a question. Do lights have to be off? Aside from like ambiance?
No, but figured if you're used to being in the dark and somebody turns the lights on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
a
of
good
course. I'm
point.
just saying, like, would you come here
But no,
during the day or
yeah,
just
we've
being
done
here
that.
at night? Okay.
See, now I think that's actually a really good question. Like, is ghost hunting happening in the dark at night? Is that for effect? Could you go there at 11 in the morning?
Yeah,
with
for
a cup
sure.
of coffee and a scone?
Yes.
And get the same kind of activity?
Yes, you definitely could. Jennifer Ferguson has just paid for a disruptor.
Disruptor.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Let us know what you would like us to do.
Yes, please pop it in the chat. What do you
Yep.
want us to disrupt ourselves with?
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate you.
That flying pear is flying its way over to us to make us do anything of your bidding, pretty much.
Makeup, bronzers. You want to see a chunk of the
Chunk
beard?
of that
go?
beard. All right.
All right.
Yes, Jennifer. Thank you.
All right, it's time for a chunk of the beard to go.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
All right, I gotta grab a pair of scissors.
Okay.
Is there any chance? Do you want to run and grab a pair of scissors?
Yeah,
real
sure.
quick?
Yep.
right.
Where would they be?
Kitchen.
Okay.
Kitchen in the knife block, and I'm gonna chop some of my beard out.
All right.
Thank you, Raj.
You're welcome.
Well, I guess why promise it if you're not gonna do it? So thy will be done, and anybody else can disrupt as well. What chunk? Let's get one of these. Let's really make it count. I've got these long gray strands here. Why don't we just do a chop right across? Maybe right across half. Does that sound sufficient to you? Is that worth it if I take a chunk right here? Snip this guy. Are you gonna be happy with that chunk? We need something that'll really show that a change has been rendered. I think that'll do. One of the streaks. Yeah, everybody is in agreement. All right, one of the streaks is about to go.
All right, that makes sense.
Do you want to do the honors or should I?
I think you should.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Raj. All
It's
right.
empowering.
All right, here goes a chunk.
Okay.
This is part of my power.
No, it's not.
You know that. Here it goes.
No, it is not.
All right, do you see that? You see that amount here?
Yeah, that kind of holds it down, I think.
This is for you, Jennifer. It's all for you.
And mom.
And mom. Yeah, of course. Snip. Let's get some ASMR.
Yeah.
Snip.
Okay.
There it is. A whole chunk of beard. Oh, it's so uneven and,
All
and
right.
weird.
That's all right. You'll fix it.
Weirdly beardly.
Excellent.
I'll fix it right now.
Yeah, do it.
Let's get this guy. Whatever's going on here.
Yeah.
I assume that'll do.
Oh my God, mom is gonna be so happy.
You know what it is? Because if nobody had made me cut off a chunk of my beard, I could just be like, well, nobody made me cut it off, so I don't really have to do anything with it. But
Right.
if it's all uneven and stuff, I have to trim it up tonight.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer.
And
Thank you.
that's still on the table. So
gonna-
if anybody
yeah.
else wants any more chunks,
That's
you
right.
say the word, you
You
pay
can-
the dough,
You can
and
even
it happens.
You can even me out. Whatever you want. And yeah, I'm gonna be lopsided for the rest of the day, Brittany. All right, back to the ghosts.
All right.
Back up.
If that was someone, keep that still for a second.
Okay.
If there was somebody there, come up and touch that antenna. Make it make a noise again if that was you.
You can just reach out. It won't hurt you.
I was very
It's
unsure
gonna
of
make
this
the
antenna
lights
thing
light
the
up,
whole
that's
time.
all.
I didn't know if
Why?
I was doing it right. I don't know. I just kept being like, is it because?
Oh, just having it under your control.
Yep.
Yeah, it was your job.
There was also a thing where you had to like hold part of it down, so my hand was like shaking because he was
Oh,
like,
really?
He was like, hold on to this like it's a deck of cards. So you hold this thing and you press this. So I was like holding it all together, and I was like, I hope I'm doing this right. Like, yeah.
I was impressed there was so much attention on you because one, they kept saying that the ghosts were interested in you.
Right.
Second, I never got a doohickey over the course of the whole night.
Well, the reason I got the doohickey was because they were interested in me. They said, I don't know why they thought they were interested in me. It didn't
Well,
seem.
it proved true over the course of the evening, I think.
Yes.
We got a lot of interesting material.
We really did.
We did.
By the end of it, I feel Will's belief or disbelief was shook slightly.
Wow. There's discussions. to
You
be
in
had.
the moment were like kind of. It's in the audio, which is all going to be released on the Demon tier
Right.
on Wednesday.
Yes. On Wednesday, yeah. Give me some time. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I could see it wearing off now, but you were kind of like.
It's hard for me to explain what we experienced.
Right.
But the other thing is this, like, I'm so at risk to be overly analytical to be like, well, I don't know how these devices work.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
Right.
Like, I didn't program them. Maybe they're designed to occasionally beep and boop and all this.
Right.
I don't know.
I know.
So it's just very hard for me to put my faith in material. It's hard for me to trust it anyway. It's very hard for me to trust something that's called a ghost detector.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to tell us that you're here.
It's just a good way to make contact. It's very hard to communicate otherwise.
Yeah, maybe
Move
you were
it a
too
little.
close to the sewing machine or something.
Maybe, yeah, like some sort of metal part.
How about the painting?
Yeah. All right. Okay. If that was you, you can come closer so that it does that again, because then we'll know that you're here. And it helps when you do it when I'm in the same exact position.
The last thing we want to do is alarm you or make you uncomfortable in any way.
Right.
Did anything happen?
That
I like the way that
it really is the Xbox technology.
Yeah, I mean,
You
just
know.
talk to them like they're people, basically.
Yeah, like if we're gonna take it face value,
Right.
and I think we have to, that this is a dead person.
Right.
It's a person, and so I got obsessed at a certain point with being, and I think it's in this clip too, toward the end. I got obsessed with the idea of like, do you want us to leave you alone? Because everybody's constantly going in there being like, who are you? Are you so and so? Are you this
For these
person? Are
3
you that
hours,
person?
they are, yeah.
It's a lot, you know. So I started here in this room just being like, if you want us to leave, light up that thing, and
Yeah.
we'll know that you want us to go. But I also just like that we're being like, we don't want to make you uncomfortable. And there's a silliness, especially here in the light of day later, to be like, to be talking about this and to be listening to us being so gentle with ghosties.
Yeah.
But like, why shouldn't you be? You should be just polite and
Just
and-
approach
and
everything
nice
that
and
way.
open-minded.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
Yeah, they might just want a game, fuel up their electrolytes, and chill the hell out.
Well, the jury is still undecided on what I really want to do. I want to go into a haunted location and not hunt
Right.
the ghosts, but just be in the. I would literally bring an Xbox
Right.
and play in that room.
Sounds like an excuse just to play more Xbox.
You got that right. All right, now I think I screwed up clicking around the timeline, but let's see if we can.
Okay.
The last thing we want to do is alarm you or make you uncomfortable in any way.
Right.
Did anything happen?
That just lets us know if you're there.
The handle went off?
Yeah. All Thank you, right. Debbie.
I'm gonna move a little bit again,
Results
I
of
think.
disruptors prompting us
see.
to
Maybe he doesn't like lights on there. I'll try it later.
Could it have
Oh.
something to do with that light?
No.
No? Okay.
Not that device.
All right, well,
You have to be close to something.
yeah.
Yeah, just like, that's why you're saying, watch the antenna.
Could there be studs in the walls?
No, that won't do it. It's
That
a
won't
matter
do
of
it?
coming up to it, actually.
Okay.
Us trying to disprove the equipment
Yeah.
itself. It can't hurt. Like I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Me neither. I'm just taking their word on everything, which is what I'm in to do.
I'm not
but,
second-guessing
it's
their
worth-
word
It's worth
either.
asking a question.
The point is, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Totally.
Really, ever.
No.
Can you come
No,
closer
no.
again?
If I go like this, see?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but like here it's not, right?
No.
Yeah. But you moving at all, that's interesting. Yeah, try walking toward the painting again.
Let's give it a shot. All right.
So walking toward a
So
haunted
you
painting
just
with
saw,
this
we
thing.
just did a little demo of how it works, and that's how you can interact with this to let us know that you're around.
Talk
It's
with a ghost.
perfectly safe to us. It is perfectly safe to you.
Yep.
Yeah, because what do they know of this too, right?
Totally.
Like strangers show
I
up and
don't
say,
know.
"Touch this thing."
Here's something.
Worth explaining.
Yeah.
If you don't want to interact with us, interact with this and we'll know.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
You asked if it didn't want to.
You don't want us to be here?
And I think it briefly lit up while I was talking.
Would you like us to leave you alone?
If it's like out in the corner, I'm sure he's gonna.
Yeah, she did the lights flicker.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
If you want us to leave this room, make the lights flicker again.
Oh, wow.
Kristen,
Maybe-
you didn't even move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back away.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'll
problem.
respect that. I can
So
leave the
out we
room.
go.
Out we go.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, we got, I mean, let's go try the other two.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
We'll try the other two. Okay,
right.
good, yes.
No
All
problem.
right, thank you so much.
Thanks for letting us know.
Jump ahead to the end of this clip a little bit.
Well, before you do that, we have to go to another clip.
Well, this is literally about to wrap up. Can I
Okay.
we'll just end this
Yeah.
open and shut case. We said, do you want us to leave?
Yep.
A thing beeped, right? And the lights, one of the EMF lights, it's literally a string of lights that react to, like an EMF reader is supposed to. If there's electromagnetic activity, a ghost, supposedly the lights light up.
Right.
And since they're literally just strung around the portrait, it's not like, you know, if I'm carrying an EMF reader, I'm walking around. Who knows? Maybe I'm walking in and out of frequencies. But these lights are stationary. So if it lights up inexplicably, what is that? I don't know. Maybe it's a ghost.
Right.
So that happened. We decided to leave. But I lurked at the end of the doorway because I had a thought. I was like, oh, we've left the room. So I just called into the room and I go, are you happy that we left? And that's what the end of this clip is.
From your way,
Yeah.
this light would light up first, and if it moves around it, the additional lights would start going. There.
The painting in the corner. If you're happy we've left the room, can you make those lights change color?
All right.
Okay.
Did it do it?
All right.
Oh, nice.
Kristen,
Great.
What?
I'm
a
glad we
light on
did
the
it.
floor by the painting changed color.
Oh, awesome.
It did. Okay. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
That's interesting.
Another thing, we'll talk about it again in a
This
second.
with that, and then have like double valve.
That's interesting.
Lights.
But that's one of the things that I think you could point to me as like, is my skepticism starting to change? Because I did something that I wonder if people don't typically do.
Right.
And I feel like I got some type of feedback.
And the timing kind of suggests that it was in response to what you did.
Exactly.
It obviously could be random and could be a coincidence that it lit up right then.
Yep.
But the timing really worked out.
Yep.
And
you
that
can't
happened over
discount
and over.
coincidence in all of this.
Yep.
But it's time to throw to a new clip.
That's right. So these are clips for episodes that are all available when you go to patreon.com/GTTUpod and become a demon tier member at $13 a month. This could have been 50 clips. Basically, you should just become a demon so you can see the whole thing. The horror video game Silent Hills PT is known for being totally awesomely badass, and I was not prepared for how great it is.
Yep.
And how scary.
Let's go take a look. Now the radio is being interrupted by a weird... Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It's saying look behind you. Okay. Fuck. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
I think it's fine on this
Okay.
episode for sure. All right, Kristen looked behind herself. There's nothing there. I genuinely... Okay, I don't know what triggers this, but it seems to always happen. The radio is also interrupting and saying 204863. And people, I think people have probably now come up with their theories of what it means, but when I was playing this originally, no one knew what the hell that meant.
Right.
Why is the radio on now, but now it's being interfered with and it's getting all these other drops in it? So Kristen restarted the loop.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's like a clunk every time she walks. Almost like a peg leg.
Uh-huh.
Listen.
Yeah.
The basement door is closed, by the way.
Right.
But you can't trust the tap water.
It's a
Don't
don't-
trust that dial now. We're just getting started. Anytime you start to turn around, I get nervous. I'm not even kidding. That don't
I think
trust
you're
that
probably
dial
getting
now.
a peek at my face watching an actual scary movie when I'm squinting because I'm afraid of what I'm about to see.
Oh, really?
I just felt myself doing it. I probably did it like a million times.
You can truly throw me the controller whenever you want. But that don't trust that dial now. We're just getting started is such an awesome
Totally.
bravado move.
Yes. Yeah, I really like it.
He's doing the don't look behind you. I said look behind you again. He says that. I'm not kidding. I think what happens next is unavoidable. But I just don't know how you... I don't know why it happens or when. But I think it always... I've heard some people say that what happens next doesn't always happen. I think it's always happened to me.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, I mean...
Is that the end?
No. Oh, no.
Okay, you keep going.
Oh, Kristen.
Oh.
Kristen literally threw the controller
Oh my god.
in shock. It fell to the floor.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
One of my favorite things ever Ever. I love seeing you get scared by something. I love Silent Hill.
I was very scared. And yes, PT does stand for playable trailer or whatever.
Playable teaser.
Yeah.
Just dynamite.
Yeah.
And Silent Hill's back, by the way.
Yes,
They
I
just
know.
announced literally 4 games and a movie the other day.
Right.
All in a single stream.
Right.
And like over the course of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, go check
Rapid
out my
fire.
Silent Hill script, mythtraveler.com. I wrote a little Silent Hill thing. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway.
All right. So Joshua, thank you so much for doing a disruptor. You told us to follow our hearts. Our hearts went to seeing how many of these pumpkin spice marshmallows we can stuff in our mouths.
Yeah. We're going to follow our
Let's set the
pumpies.
timer.
Oh, I think we
that-
should just. I think each of us. You
I
go
was trying
first.
to remember what we did. Okay.
I don't remember what we did. It was like a year ago. But I say just start shoving marshies.
A lot of these
I'll
are
count, and we'll just see who can get
connected.
the most.
Okay.
If
Oh,
they-
they're of varying size.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can consider that they are consistently
gonna
of
do?
varied size.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Just a random poll.
All right. All right. Here I go.
All right. Here Kristen goes 1. Oh, 0. 1.
They're sticky.
2. Well, yeah, they're marshmallows. 3.
They're usually coated more, so they're not completely sticking to each other.
Okay. 4. 5. 6. 7. A lucky number, the most magical number so far. 8. 9. 10. That right cheek is looking pretty filled. We're at 10. 11. 12. That looked very small to me. I'm suspicious, but okay. 12. All right. 13. The devil's number. 14. 15.
Disgusting.
16. That's great. 17. 18. 19. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. 20. 21. 21. You're capping it at 21? You couldn't fit 22 in there? Can I push this? Well, I was going to try to just push one more in. Did you spit yet? No? What if you just swallowed them all? 22.
It's making me laugh. Just you blooping.
Gently coming in with a marshmallow.
Debbie is correct. This is not the safest game. So I wanted to ditch out before it's like too risky.
Oh, well then I may as
I
well
don't
just.
want to freaking choke.
I should just eat one and be like, that was the most I could fit,
No, but
just to mess with you. All right.
they're not that bad actually. I thought that they were going to be really disgusting. They're not that bad.
I have to assume that my mouth is just larger than yours. I'm physically larger than you.
Yeah,
Testosterone is a hell of a chemical.
I guess so.
All right, here I go. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
You have to
I know.
commentate.
Okay.
It's like wrestling.
Yep. Okay. I guess your mouth is
They talk
wrestling with
over
these
it.
mushies.
Yes, they are. All right, here
Okay.
we go.
Yep. All right.
And
Wha-
time starts now.
I thought we weren't doing time, but okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got that right, Debbie. 6, 7, 8. Now you're mocking me, right? 9. Now Will has gone for an approach that I think makes sense. He has ripped open the packaging a little bit further to just get at the goodies inside. 10, 11, 12, 13. It looks like you're chewing as you're doing this. I know. 14, 15, 16, 17. You've stopped the chewing motion. 18. Am I counting right? 19, 20, 21. Up. 20. The winning mushy at 22. Are you okay? What are you doing? What's this movement that's happening?
I can keep going.
I know you can. Although as soon as Will's mouth opened, they're all at the gate. Done? Done? Okay, William's done. All right. 22. One more than I did. Good job. An excellent showing for Will Rogers.
It's at the gate. Got me.
And As soon as you open your mouth, there's like a ton of little marshmallows, like right at the threshold.
Nothing else was going in as soon as that registered. It was right at the gate. The second your mouth opened, it was at the gate. Oh my God! I need Lysol. I have some around here.
Oh, for your hands?
Yeah.
Well, no, here, use the wipes.
Oh yeah, we got wipes.
Yeah, to wipe our makeup off.
I wonder why my desk is covered in Game Boys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, so they were actually okay.
I have to say, they didn't taste horrible.
No, they didn't. I was afraid that they were gonna be like really intensely pumpkin-y, Brittany. But no, they used restraint.
Yeah, they did.
No, I would just like eat them.
I respect them for that restraint.
Yeah, I do too. I like regular marshmallows better.
Yeah.
But pretty good.
All right, I think let's throw to another clip here. Mm-hmm. This is going to be clip 6 from our Patreon.
Yep.
And we'll be right back here. That's clip 6 right there.
Okay. All right, clip 6. Where do I begin? First of all, it comes from episode 74, which is available now. In 2020, a short-lived spin-off of Guides to the Unknown called Ghost Adventures Adventures aired online. In the course of the show, we would watch episodes of the hit ghost adventuring program Ghost Adventures, where Zach Bagans would bully the dead. Well, in this clip, you'll see that he also sometimes bullies the living, to hilarious effect. So this episode will be available to you as soon as you pop on over to patreon.com/GTTUpod and become a demon with us, which is what this drive is all about.
Real quick, Brittany asked, would these marshmallows make good Rice Krispie treats? I think that's a fun idea.
Yeah, I think they would.
I do
Actually,
think so,
that's a
yes.
great idea.
I completely think
Yeah,
so.
recommend.
All right, let's watch this clip.
Okay.
What did you think of, at one point they ask a handyman who works at the house?
Oh my God.
They say to this
This poor man.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. Zach Bagans, there's a guy who works in the house, I guess, and he says that he has experienced things in there that don't make sense, sounds, he's felt things, whatever. And Zach Bagans, I think brilliantly, honestly, plays this guy like a fiddle.
He absolutely does.
He goes, I'd like to put you in the house and leave you alone in there and just leave some cameras with you to see what happens.
Yeah.
And the guy, he's like, I want to see, if the ghost comes to mess with you, if he tries to, and the guy goes, okay, all right, stop that. What he says, cut.
He keeps saying, yeah, can we skip that?
Can we skip that?
Can we skip that?
Can we skip that? I don't want to hear that. I don't need to hear that. And Zach is like, what?
Can we skip that?
Can we skip that?
Yeah, because so he says like, how about you go in by yourself and we film it? And he starts talking about how demons can attach to a person.
Right.
And then he's like, can we skip that? And then once he agrees to go inside and they put him on the stairs where there's been a lot of activity. And I think Zach knows exactly what he's doing now at this point. So he's like, so we'll be using you as bait for the demons. And he's like, can we skip that?
Can we skip that?
And Aaron's like, I've never heard that before. Can we skip that?
I loved it.
It's so
Can
funny.
we skip that?
And then
he'll still do it. He'll still sit on the stairs.
He'll still do it, but he doesn't want to hear about it.
Right.
And so they're kind of like joking about it, but the guy's still doing it. And so Zach is kind of playing like he's honoring this guy's wishes, but he's like, okay, yeah, you're gonna sit there. I mean, the energy in this house was going crazy last night. So
oh, it's brilliant.
It's amazing.
It's absolutely brilliant, and it's so much fun. And the guy's sitting there, and they keep the cameras on him while he's sitting on the stairs. And he's like, all right, I felt that. I felt that movement across my face.
Yep.
If you do it again, if you make it move across my face, that'll tell me that you don't want me here and you want me to leave.
Yeah.
And nothing happens for a second, and he goes, what was that? He like heard something behind him up the stairs, and he goes, oh, okay, I felt that one. Okay, all right, I'm leaving. And he just pops up off the stairs and leaves. And then when he's talking to the camera, he's like, yeah, no, I knew, I felt the thing on my face. I knew what was going on, so I left. So I got out of there.
Right.
But he's like pouring sweat.
Yes.
And he looks so nervous.
Yes. I loved this man.
I loved this man.
Yeah.
One of the greatest like marks in television history.
Completely earnest, completely believing all of it.
Yep.
He was perfect.
He's everything you want.
He really is.
Boom. Boom, 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 and we're back.
There you have it. So that is available for you if you become a demon over on patreon.com/GTTUpod. This is the Demon Drive. That is the reason for the season. So we really hope you'll come join us over there.
Yep, that's right. For now, though, we're going to move back into our ghost investigation from earlier this month.
That's right.
We're moving on from, we're leaving Ken's custody, although there's more with Ken that you can hear on Patreon later this week. and we're going into room 2 with Chris, who was all about scrying.
Right.
And so here I've got some setup of this here in the beginning.
You guys have heard of Scrying?
Yes.
Scrying, yes.
So you know what Scrying is? Do you know what it's been like? The stuff on the table, the purple, the breathing technique, the singing bowls, they actually all have a purpose. Most people don't realize it, but there's a pineal gland in your brain, and when it's faced with purple, like you've heard of the third eye, it's real, but it's not the way that we're shown it through the different symbols and how they do it in the middle of the forehead. It's actually a gland in the center of your brain that when it's exposed to the color purple, the lighting of purple, the singing bowls, pleasant music, the breathing technique, it expands. And when it expands, it opens your tuition. That doesn't mean your psychic medium you can see the dead. It just means your personal intuition. It opens you up to your awareness. And the more aware you are of yourself.
She's referring to the pineal gland,
Yeah.
which later in the recording, I don't think we'll hear it today, but you'll hear it when it's on Patreon on Wednesday. I keep referring it to it as the pineal gland.
Pineal gland?
I don't know why.
Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Pineal, not pineal.
So the point of that is to set up this notion that you can do things, and we did these in the room. You can hold a pendulum over a little board that has yes, no all over it and ask questions. And this, I think, sort of eluded me at the time a little bit, although I understood it. You couldn't do this just having a pendulum hanging from a hook.
Right.
It has to be in your hand, because the theory is that a spirit is using your energy to make the pendulum swing, even just like a minute amount.
Right.
So it has to be in your hand, which opens it up immediately to the skeptic's perspective of like, well, if it's in your hand,
Yeah.
you could be influencing it to give you an answer that you want, or somebody could be duping you
Right.
to give you an answer to prove that ghosts exist or something like that. But it's more, that's the pendulum example. We did another thing where we stared into crystal balls.
Yeah.
So this was a dimly lit room at the front of this 300-year-old house that was loaded with Halloween decorations and stuff. There were literally skeletons that would make that
Yeah.
classic like Halloween.
Yeah, just in
laughing-
this room.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
But so in a dimly lit room lit only with candles, we stare into a crystal ball literally for minutes on end. And I gave it a very honest try.
Yeah, same.
Anyway, here's what we experienced staring into those crystal balls.
I feel like I just got a sense of myself looking like myself but older. It could just be because of the lighting in the room and stuff, but kind of like gray Chrissy.
It's actually your subconscious revealing something to you.
Kristen, that's exactly what I was saying too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Rogers.
Old Kristen.
Yep.
No, this was really crazy. So, and I think that this is also like something that is has a basis in psychology.
Yes.
I remember learning about this in psychology class.
Yeah, I do too.
The idea that if you stare at and we're looking into a crystal ball, which is largely very reflective. It's almost like looking into a mirror. So what I remember from psychology class was them saying if you stare at your reflection in a dimly lit room, at a certain point, you'll start hallucinating.
Yeah.
You'll see your features distort and almost make you look like you're melting.
Debbie says, I see the future and I'm old AF. That basically is what I was seeing. I was just seeing like deeper lines.
Yes.
And yeah, just like a lot of like darkness around my face.
Yeah, very, very weird. But here's a dopey question that I want to put to you. Is it ghosts showing you something that
future?
you fear growing older? Or is it, or do psychologists come up with a scientific rationale for what
the
ghosts make
scary
you see?
thing? I think that it's our eyes and brains
I think it's
just
our eyes
sort
and
of,
brains.
you're staring at the same thing for a long period of time. It just starts to warp. I personally think it's as simple as that. Now,
yeah.
I think you could take that and the ways that you interpret that could tell you something about yourself, the same way that you interpret things in clouds. So
Yeah.
whatever. But I think it's an eye brain thing.
Yes, we look for patterns. We look for meaning. And literally, if the image in front of you isn't changing and there's not enough light entering your eye
Yeah.
to clearly see because you're in a dimly lit room,
Right.
your brain starts trying to make sense of things. But is significant in the sense that, like, when I started to look older, I started to look like Dad.
Yeah.
You know, so like that was a little weird.
Yeah.
But I firmly chalk it up to this is something that anybody would experience.
Yeah, this is one that I'm a little closed-minded about, I would say.
Okay.
If not closed-minded, I feel pretty like I kind of dig my heels in on and just kind of feel like this is just something that physiologically you do.
I really enjoyed
Again, I
it,
think
though.
that it's open to interpretation. I think that can be very cool and interesting, but I think the actual warping is just biology.
I agree, and I would go that far with also the pendulum stuff as well. We've got some of that in this audio. But I don't know. Something of it is almost like, you know how they say that like smokers, one of the nice things is that it's almost like as unhealthy as smoking cigarettes is, it accidentally kicks you into like a meditative mode.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like a reason to slow down.
A reason to slow down, stand
Right.
outside, take a deep breath.
I mean, Will, that's deep and cool and all.
All right, I'll hold
But
that
it's time
thought.
to take a chunk off the beard. Thank you very much, Snooks Louie. Also, hi, Michelle. Hope you have a good time while you're popped in here. If you want to donate, if you want to, obviously don't have to, you can use that little like money sign icon by the chat thing to throw a disruption in there so you can make Will cut chunks off his beard like he's going to do right now.
Should I even it out, or should I pick a different chunk and leave part uneven?
I think do something funny so it looks more uneven.
It's hard. I don't know.
I know,
because
you don't know how much you
funnier up front and center chunks.
What you're doing right there could work.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
It's to the camera. I'm just doing a blind. I don't even. That's how much I got there.
Yeah.
All right. This is going.
All right.
This is going.
Okay, Brittany was in agreement. She said also more off the side you already cut. Okay,
here
it's
it goes.
happening.
Snip, snip, snip. And
there you go.
it is gone. For contrast.
For contrast.
There you
nice.
go. That's 2 chunks down.
Excellent.
2 chunks down. Even it out, says Michelle. all right. All right, here it comes. All right, now this is a blind even out. You know,
right,
like
even it out within reason.
That looks about right. Yeah?
I think a little lower.
A little lower.
Bobby says, can we glue a chunk back in?
I'll give it a shot, sure.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And so here's the chunk that I have just removed. I'll give myself more of a soul patch.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There you go.
Debbie says, which do we hit, the super sticker or other thing?
I don't know.
I wish I knew. I don't think we can see the exact same thing that you're seeing because we're streaming it.
Yeah, I'm not,
sorry. If anybody could help Debbie with the answer to that, that'd be awesome.
I'm not sure. You can see the gray.
Yeah,
streak
it's
from
living
the
in a
chunk that I
different
cut.
place.
It's now in a different spot.
You could glue it into your mustache to make it or just prop it on your mustache.
I'm definitely not doing glue, but
No.
I'm trying to satisfy Bobby's request.
Of course.
And thank you, Bob. Okay.
Take it and prop, divide that in 2.
Okay.
And almost Velcro-like, prop some into one side of the there you go. I don't know if it'll stay, but it's an experiment. Okay. You look like a monster.
It doesn't necessarily look all that different, except it puts a little hair in my mouth.
Yeah.
All right, that's gone.
I think
All right.
that your beard hair is maybe a little bit darker than your mustache hair right there.
Yeah,
I feel like there's like a little color differential.
My beard is blonde and
Keep that cutting going, man.
Oh, really? We're doing more cutting?
Yep.
Cut. All right, all right. I'm getting the
There
other,
you
the other
go.
chunk over here.
Oh my God. Thank you for what you're doing for us, everybody, genuinely, but also I can't tell you the elation that our mom will experience.
Will you cut a chunk of hair off your head?
No.
I knew the answer would be no. All right.
Will you?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think a sideburn might be up next, though. Ugh.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
think- yeah. Oh, boy.
Nice.
This is the shortest
This
my
is a
beard's
little
been in a little bit.
Uneven over here.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Is my cutting job not perfect, Kristen? Is it not pristine?
I didn't know if you wanted to do it now. I don't know. You went back in.
I've done enough.
You went back in during the first cut. That's all. I thought you might literally want to go back in.
No,
it's fine.
You thought wrong.
Okay.
You thought wrong.
All right.
All right. I'm going to attempt to find, and I may fail.
Yes.
So there was an analysis of us as people.
Well, before that, we
You
got to
guys
throw to
have
another
seen
clip.
Throw to another clip? All right.
Yes.
All right. So
It's time for another clip from the Demon tier over on patreon.com/GTTUpod, which we would love for you to join us on during this Demon Drive.
And this is another one that's going to be available right this very
And as a
second.
matter of fact, Cassie has upgraded from their Ghost tier donation, I'm too excited, to the Demon tier. Thank you so much,
thank you.
Cassie. So you're going to get all this stuff right now.
And you're going to get one of the brand new things and you'll get a sneak peek of it right now because this next clip comes to us from Twilight 3.
Yes. Okay. So clip 7 is the final Twilight clip of the day. This is from our Twilight 3 Eclipse commentary, which is out right now. In Twilight 3, Bella agrees to marry Edward, but then for some reason they're in a chilly tent together and she requires Jacob to shirtlessly cuddle with her while making eye contact with Edward.
This was crazy.
This is true. This was wild. The next morning, for some reason, she also kisses Jacob despite Edward being nearby. She bullies and embarrasses an elderly man who nearly died of the Spanish flu until he became a vampire. This is, of course, Edward that we're talking about.
The elderly man that she bullies and embarrasses is her boyfriend, Edward. All right,
We were agog and aghast, and you'll also see us as we continue to turn further and further into our vampiric selves for this third movie.
That's correct. I could not believe this,
It was
though. She
shocking.
cuddles with Edward. She cuddles with Jacob in front of Edward, who is helpless but to
Oh
watch.
no, Rogue Foe says this is the most bearable Twilight.
It's crazy.
Oh boy.
Here it goes.
Oh no, don't do it, Bella.
What?
No. No, what?
What? What? What? This is
Edward is like right there.
This is a mess. This is a big, bad mess.
Why?
A mess. She is doing what Victoria is doing. She is controlling them through her feminine wiles, I guess. I don't know what's happening.
Does she? So she does love him?
I don't. Nothing in this movie makes me like him. I view him as being an awful, imposing, controlling man.
I was totally wrong about this. I thought that he was supposed to be like the nice kind of like, friend zoned guy. But I agree totally with everything you're saying.
This is awful.
What's Edward gonna do? What's going on? That should have been our first kiss.
What?
I guess it was.
It was.
I mean, I remember they kind of like they had lips in proximity, and then like they stopped.
Lips in Proximity is one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
He did get cocked.
Yeah, I did.
Edward Cuckin.
Yeah, Edward Cuckin. That's so stupid.
That's the dumbest thing on the planet Earth.
That is so funny.
But it is crazy that happens in that movie. It's a shock. And Kristen's not wearing vampire contacts, Rogue Foe, but the vampire makeup did continue. Kristen did flat iron my beard and my hair.
Yes.
But also Debbie Draws Funny has disrupted the show.
Ooh.
And says, off with the beardy bits.
Okay, off with the beardy bits.
So I think...
Honestly, I was going to say they're doing us a favor. Obviously, they're doing us a favor anyway. But, like, everybody's really helping you along the road to getting it even.
I guess. I mean,
you got to go on this side. That's the more uneven.
This is the more uneven?
Yeah.
So this is, yeah, you can see I almost have like a mutton chop right now, right here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm running out of bits. I think there's only maybe 2, including this. So maybe one more.
Okay.
After this, I have to say.
Okay.
Of this.
Fair.
And then all we got left is makeup.
Yeah.
Or I can go get a Bronner's for the last hour.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm just grabbing a chunk that includes some sideburn. Because I think I got sideburn issues right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Here it goes. Here it goes.
Here it goes.
Oh, that
okay.
kind of hurt.
Yeah.
All right. And there it goes.
Excellent.
The next chunk is, you know what? I will break my one rule. I will go back in for some more.
Yes, Jasper was some sort of soldier, by the way. There's some talk in the chat. Yeah, he's a Confederate soldier, Rogue Foe.
Yeah, we have some conversation in the show about whether or not he was on the wrong side of history in every
Yes.
major conflict.
Yes.
There's a lot to talk about. Now these
There certainly
Twilight
is.
commentaries we've never seen these movies before, so we're literally experiencing it for the first time. It's not a traditional commentary track. I think you're going to want the film with it.
Definitely.
But
We're learning as we go.
We're learning as we go. I don't think that you're going to regret it. I think that you'll have fun.
I think they're fun.
Good God. All right, let's see if I can get this. Yeah, no, I've got one.
You know what? I think that because your beer was so long, it was like wispy enough towards the ends that this doesn't look like crazy different to me. I think you kind of just have cleared the wispies.
I think you could look at me at the beginning and now and see a marked change.
You definitely can, but it's not like a huge difference to me. You definitely look cleaned up, you know?
This one's on the house. Okay. Adios.
Beautiful.
My friend.
Goodbye.
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 Maybe we can sell my locks of mustache. If anybody wants them in the mail.
Look, to each their own, but if anybody wants your curlies, they got something going on.
I don't like that anymore. All right. All right, let's see if I can get this bit of Chris from New Jersey Paranormal talking about the differences between us.
Great.
Flames.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. This was
I thought this was great.
I thought it was
We've done it in class. We've all done it. We laid down and we've all looked up into that scrying. Oil, water, just to name a few. There's many forms of scrying that there is. I used to do water scrying, but you can guess that in some of these buildings that's a little hard with the water. And I don't do the flames for obvious reason. We don't want to burn the building down.
right.
I did try to get these really cool. I don't know if you were when I tried to do those flame ones. The light bulbs, they caused headaches, man.
I could see
that. So I'm like, no, we're not doing that. So we'll skip that one.
It's a good idea,
So what I'm going to have you do is pick up the mirror. Remember to breathe like I told you, in and out.
So they want to
Just
get us
relax.
into kind of like a
Clear your
relaxed,
mind.
receptive state.
Yeah.
So that's why she's referencing breathing.
Maybe I missed it. But she was talking about how we hold the pendulum and how it describes to her our personalities. And that yours was moving and it seemed a little more open, like you're searching. And that for me...
no, it was the opposite.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She said that I'm more like closed off and whatever.
She said that I look like I'm more comfortable in my skin.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Take that.
Right. I mean, it's probably true.
What do you think of that?
I think that's probably true. But, yeah, you know, it was interesting.
It was certainly interesting. Let's move on. I think we should, because I don't want to run out of time for this, and it was awesome, and it's also admittedly very, 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 very long.
Right, and all of this is all of what we're playing and more. I mean, it's hours and hours. We were there for, was it 3 or 4 hours, the investigation?
Like
so
that,
that's what's going to be coming to only the Demon tier this coming Wednesday.
It's at least, the audio itself is at least 2 hours, but the full experience went longer, and there was a lot to talk about. Now, I do think, so we went from Chris in the scrying room down to Tanya in the basement in pitch black, low ceilings with nails sticking out of them. So they gave me a warning because I'm tall to make sure that I don't get a nail stuck in my forehead.
Yeah.
I think the basement material is going to be exclusive to Patreon.
Yeah.
Because what I want to rush to now, because it was interesting, is as much as we can get, essentially.
Because we're in the 3rd hour now, and we had this idea of it being like, this hour's this, just hour 2 to 3 is ghost hunting stuff, but we decided to run over a little bit because we want you to be able to hear some of the things that are waiting for you on that Demon tier.
And there's a lot.
Or that will be. They're not waiting.
Playing, you know that we're talkers. These clips are really just like the tip of the iceberg of what is over there.
Right.
Or going to be over there on Wednesday. So we went upstairs for the final room of the night, which is really the entire upstairs, with John, who I believe started and runs the New Jersey Paranormal Investigation unit. Group. And so I really liked him quite a bit. There's a matter of factness with him. He does not dance around with the ghosts. He literally does talk to them as if they're in the room, and he's like, we got to move this along almost, but not in a gruff way, and just like a very direct way.
Yeah.
So let's check out.
And this is where we experience the most potential activity.
Yes.
Things were popping off.
I think I'm gonna jump. Let's do a little bit of this. When we first joined in with him, there was like a wacky radio.
Yeah.
I didn't even understand what this was. So much of this experience was also just like going to this room, things start happening.
Right.
We didn't have time to slow down to like figure out all the equipment, but here, this is the beginning of us with John.
So here's the deal. We start here because I encourage whoever's in there
Yes.
and out there to come in here first to prove that they're kind of traveling spirits. Hit and miss in here.
Yeah, I just saw
Metal
that.
detector they're going off. All right, good. That's a good sign.
He handed us little lanterns. Each one of us got
Yeah.
a little EMF. It looked like an old-timey Victorian
But like
Scrooge
a teeny
would walk around
weeny
with this.
mini version of it.
Yeah, and it was an EMF like LED light in
Right.
there, which is very weird. But so just while we're talking, occasionally the meters would go off.
Yeah.
I should also say that I went with like a 100-pound backpack
Yeah.
because I thought maybe we would be able to film video.
Yeah.
We were not. But so I had like all kinds of equipment.
Right. Katie's got a little something for us.
All right.
Katie, what would you like us to do?
Oh yeah, you didn't, I just assumed it was beard. You see me start immediately trying to grab the next chunk, but Katie, let us know what you got. But so there are a few different rooms here. One is this first thing with a radio. Then we go into what they refer to as the murder room, because in the past they got
Right.
EVPs in this particular room of somebody saying "I'm the devil,"
That's right.
and just the word murder.
Simply.
And then we go to a child's
A little
room.
more makeup. Sounds good to
Make-
me.
Oh, I'm down with makeup. Let's do it.
Excellent.
We're
We
gonna
can do
go-
that while we're talking.
Exactly. We're gonna go into a child's room with John.
Thank you, Katie, by the way.
Yes, thank you so much, Katie. And then I kept also a clip of us just sort of like chatting with John at the
Yeah.
end because I just thought he was an interesting guy to talk
Yeah, no, he was neat.
to.
Okay.
Now I have no plan.
Nor I. I think I'm gonna go blue lips.
I'm
Like a
feeling-
corpse.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I feel like an agent of chaos.
Just indiscriminately painting stuff on.
Yeah, the green is not quite reading, but I do have a green nose. Let's
Okay.
see here. I'm not sure.
Wonderful.
I want to do a classic, although it's not as much fun because it's something that
And
people
also
have
blue
seen
circles
before.
under the eyes. Again, I am a corpse.
You know that I love.
In life, I drew a bunch of crazy stuff on my face. And now I've passed.
You're in death.
Yeah.
You must wear it
Right.
for all time.
What were you gonna say, Will?
There's something
You
I
were
want to
saying
do
I-
that's sort of like a classic, so it's not all that exciting. But I want to do the jigsaw swirls still.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
It always
about
feels
that.
good.
How about? Oh, I know what I want to do.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, that's right.
There we
Will
go.
got some red spray.
We're in hour 3. I think it's appropriate.
I am giving Uncle Leo. Debbie, you're absolutely right. I'll put on Uncle Leo's hand knuckle tats in a second.
Shake well before each use. Not a problem. This is a fresh can of red paint. We're gonna put this on the beard.
Why can't we see that? Okay.
All right, let's see here.
Oh, God.
Whew.
Do I just keep doing my same eye over? No. Oh, man, that smell is so evocative. Like, it only smells like that kind of can hairspray thing.
Yeah, it really, really does.
Oh,
Oh, phew. Phew.
oh, got in my mouth.
My mouth was open.
All right, now it's probably not going to read on camera, but because Debbie mentioned Uncle Leo, I'm going to write Jerry Hello on my knuckles. Which Uncle Leo did when he was in jail once.
Is this what you want? Is this what you want to see?
I guess it was on the thumb, too. Oh, this doesn't look good.
You could see vapor coming off my beard there for a second.
Oh, God. We're going to, like, faint. Oops. H. God, it's so fumey in here.
It's horrible.
It's full of more than just the usual farts.
All right, I think I'm gonna stop with it.
I think you should, for all of our safety. Everybody at home can smell
I
that.
kind of want to get the doodle though. My little,
Get the doodle, get the doodle.
right. I gotta get the doodle.
Yeah.
My Yankee doodle.
That's going to really pick up because you have a lot of gray in the doodle.
Where's it going? It's going exactly.
Yeah. Jerry, hello. I know you can't see that at all.
Ugh.
Oh,
Do you want to try to get it? I think it'll be
I
easier
think you
for
just
you.
got your head.
I think I did. Yeah.
No?
Can you try to get the doodle? All right. This is a team effort here.
Oh, by the way, I dressed like a skeleton for everybody.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get the doodle.
Kristen's an actual stylist, reformed stylist.
Reformed, but yes.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? This is a throwback.
Okay.
I didn't even think about this.
What?
I had a red doodle in high school.
Yes, you did.
I forgot about that.
Here. Oh, I'll put it in the
Oh, thank you.
our trash can.
All right. Well, there you go.
You look great.
I hope that's a fake candle. It's getting flammable in there.
Yes, it is. Don't worry.
It is.
Illuminara.
There you go. Deadly.
Yeah.
Just call me Cherry Boy.
Cherry boy.
Doesn't that sound like something out of Stephen King?
Yeah, it does. It
All
does.
right.
Where are my glasses?
Oh, no.
Okay.
My glasses.
My glasses.
Here it
Okay.
goes.
And I'm going to leave this right here so you can.
Yeah, we've had some interesting experiences.
Oh, it's been pretty good up here, except for the last group got a little
Okay.
naughty, and I think they made things go away. But that room in there is where we had the
do
EVP
that.
murder and a few.
Who,
The
me?
last. No. He says the last group that was in here got a little naughty.
Yeah.
There were like and
There was kind of like
a
a
party time
bachelorette
atmosphere.
party atmosphere
Yeah,
to
a little bit.
one of the groups.
Not to everybody, but in a lot of the groups.
Right.
And I get it. You're
Oh yeah,
doing
totally.
a ghost hunt. It's inherently got an air of silliness to it, depending on what you believe.
Yeah.
And I get that, but I still, I don't know. I still, for being a self-professed skeptic, I like what we do of like, at least treat it with some respect for the people that
Yeah.
are doing it.
They are taking it seriously. Like you're with a paranormal group.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm sure that they're happy to bring everybody through. But I don't know. It's kind of nice to meet them at their level. You're kind of
Yes.
in their house,
Yes.
so to speak.
Exactly.
Other things I claimed he was the devil. Every time I mapped that room, you were here when we mapped the baby in here, weren't you?
Yeah.
I haven't really tried that again, but every time I mapped that room with the SLS, there's two figures, two people in there.
Okay.
I do believe now tonight that child we saw is now
Oh, in there?
in the back room,
Oh.
and we're gonna go in there. Women
It's a little bit Real Housewives.
gravitates towards women.
Okay.
They talk to, and the lights go
Rogue
off.
Foe said that when we were talking about the other group who were like kind of going wild. Sounds like it was the Real Housewives of the Netherworld.
Oh, that's a great show
Yeah,
idea.
on a good day, for sure.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
And it's really been a different, weird kind of night. Start
All
here,
right.
though.
Okay.
All right, so if you're here and you can hear me, this is the last group. We're leaving after this. I'm going to invite whoever, the child, the woman, the man, whoever is around here who can hear my voice. I put that device in the hallway. I put another one up here. You could walk through the room. You could go by any of the lights you see here. There you go. On command. Very good.
Yeah, by all means.
And you could, and there's something going off in the hallway. You see the light?
Oh.
See it flicker? I have static detectors there too. It just lit up.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
I
Hello.
want you to come down here though, okay? If that's
See,
you
like-
making your way down here, that's fine.
So this
Yeah.
is John, the guy that runs the organization.
Right.
There's a corralling aspect to what he's doing that I think is
Yeah.
interesting, where he's giving very clear directives.
Right.
Where like if you're living or dead in this house, you know what he's asking of you, and he makes it simple. Yeah. You down there? No. If you could just come this way, please come
Right.
this way. Like, and it doesn't feel. I've got a pretty good bullshit detector for people.
Yeah.
And I didn't get disingenuous off of this guy.
I didn't either.
Like I don't know. He was very interesting. I really enjoyed our time with him. I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit.
Okay.
My name is Mark.
You know I'm John. So, hey.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hello.
so this is the weird radio.
Yeah.
He had us all introduce ourselves. So of course I said I'm Will. I'm a writer from New Jersey. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Of course.
What
Of
I do, I
course.
asked them to follow
Get
me.
a little plug in.
Exactly. Why not?
Yeah.
But no. So you put a name to the face theoretically, and then this. It's almost the same idea. Two things that we did with him are almost the same idea as the spirit box, where
Right.
you let a radio station like sweep through and theoretically names and words pop out.
It was basically some sort of spirit box like that. I'm not sure what the brand was, but that's
Yeah.
what was going on.
But it looked like a wacky old radio.
Yeah. It was really big and chunky. It was a chunker.
I would love to talk to them again, honestly. I would love to
Totally.
have more contact with this group.
They're super, super active online.
Here's the other thing. This might be a new era of Guide to the Unknown that we're entering into where Kristen and
Yeah.
I actually do talk to.
Well,
5
we
years of
have
Guide to the
another-
Unknown, and we've seldom spoken to anybody other than the two of us.
Yes.
It's very infrequent. I'm not saying it's going to
Yes.
get more frequent or anything like that.
We
but
do have another ghost hunt coming up.
We do.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, like, I don't know. It's stuff like what we're doing right now and all of you supporting us that makes us be able to approach this.
Absolutely.
kind
It
of
allows
material.
us to purchase tickets, to get ourselves there, all of that, but also just keep the normal show as itself going.
Yes.
So thank you very much, because it takes, a chunk of time and effort.
It does.
And so to be able to know that time and effort is compensated makes it easier to keep doing it.
Yeah, it's true.
Justified to ourselves and those in our lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
That was cool.
Hello.
Hi.
So this is the female. Who are you? I've never spoken to you before. First name, please. First name for the female. See,
Maybe-
see the light twinkling.
Over there.
Keep an eye on the
So
hole.
we're in like a totally dark room with this like metallic-y sounding thing, just like pinging sounds that you're just trying to pick out. Like it's
Yeah.
a really fun, weird atmosphere to be in.
And another thing to shout out about John is I feel like there was some where he goes like, "What's your name?" It goes like, "Sa." I wonder if some people, and I'm making this up, it's a little of a straw man argument,
But
but
it's
somebody might have
possible.
gone like, "It said Sarah."
It said Sally.
It said Sally.
Yeah,
Right.
and he just
then
lets
it goes
them
like,
go.
Hope. She said Hope.
Right.
But no, he's like, I'm not getting anything from that, so I'm not going to theatrically
Call it out.
fawn over every sound this thing makes. And, maybe that's
Yeah.
a meager thing to point out, but it's worth pointing out. I
It
think.
absolutely is. Now, William, before you jump back into the clip,
Yeah.
I think we need to look at another clip from our demon tier on patreon.com/GTTUpod. Here is your phone.
Thank you. This is our
with the
second
clip
to last clip.
information. Yep. So if you go over and you sign up as a demon over there on Patreon, you're going to get access to this and a ton of other stuff, including 80 episodes as of tomorrow of this show that comes out every single week.
And shout out to you, Christy. This is the one clip that you sent me that I think we could get copyright strikes for.
Oh, very good.
I don't know. That didn't seem to enter into your.
Well, you could have let me know.
No, I didn't.
What?
I didn't. Let you know.
Okay, clip 8, yikes. The full episode gets really dicey. Well, Matthew McConaughey was on Unsolved Mysteries. The case he was reenacting was horrifically sad, but he did something unspeakably awesome. We're risking copyright strike to share his sound with you. Why didn't you just tell me? I could have pulled another clip. It is an inexplicable bellowing roar, I sent you these days ago, emitting from a sleepy hole in his face.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's because I'll risk
It's
it
worth
all.
the risk,
I'll
yeah.
risk our entire empire to play this clip, Kristen. That's why. It's too
Bye,
good.
Debbie. Thank you.
That clip is too good to trash.
Yeah.
You get that reference?
No. What?
Bye, Debbie.
Bye,
Thank you so
Debbie.
much. Everybody go to DebbieDrawsFunny.com.
Yes.
Check out Debbie's Patreon as well.
You go. No. And I said, please.
Okay, I thought McConaughey was McConaughey yelling just there?
Yes, I think so.
That was him because I've never seen an
I
expression
know.
like this. He doesn't have his mouth, he's not like roaring.
Oh, it's like me when I scream with my eyes.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is a little bit. He's
Well, because I think he's supposed to be,
weakened.
Yeah.
Shock, loss of blood.
But he's yelling
pain.
no. He's just sort of like letting his mouth hang open slack, but the sound of no is coming out.
But he's doing this point that he does.
Yep.
In Texas
a
Chainsaw
loose
as well.
point.
A loose point. There's a lot of loose action.
Yes.
All right. Shift from the fact that we're watching something horrible that happened
Right.
in real life to the acting decisions
choices.
of a young Matthew McConaughey. Yes,
Yeah.
it's all about choices and being in the moment. And his characterization is that everything is both deliberate and loose.
Yeah.
So his arm is fully extended. His first two fingers, the index and the middle finger, are pointing ahead.
Right.
But the rest of the hand isn't making like a fist or anything.
No, it's just kind of falling.
Yeah, little like the loose
Yeah,
floppy fish
false.
handshake kind of thing, but like sort of pointing out there. And then his mouth is loosely hanging open as well, but
Yeah.
and he sort of just starts roaring.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to this roar.
And I said, please.
Wow.
I wonder why they cut
Wow.
away from the weird
Yes.
roar out of the sleepy face so quickly.
How strange.
You never see somebody sleepy and roaring.
No. So we know.
I wonder why you remembered this. It's memorable. It certainly
memorable.
is.
So we know in current events that Larry Wilkins died, and they eventually killed. I mean, maybe they eventually caught this guy.
Okay.
So I
what a
think that
horrible
we can.
story.
Why don't we move to what you wanted to see, McConaughey in Texas Chainsaw?
Well, I just want to hear him roar one more time.
Okay,
Because
okay.
again, I've just never seen somebody look both sleepy and irate.
Sure.
Yeah. It's so weird.
And I said, please
It
don't
is
shoot him.
really. It's getting weirder every time you do it.
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah, you know what? If you muted this and you said, what sound do you think this person is making right now?
Right.
It would never be what it is.
It would never be a roar.
Yeah.
It might just be him being like,
Yeah.
It's so
You don't see it coming.
weird. I would never anticipate this noise out of that face. All right, one more time.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm enjoying it. Okay, here we go.
I said, please don't shoot him.
All right, it gets real.
There you have it.
I forgot I looked like this. I know it didn't take long. It took me like 3 minutes for me to forget.
What time
that.
do Allie and Zoe
my
get
face.
home?
They might be upstairs.
You're gonna alarm Zoe.
She.
Do you think? I'm kidding. But do you think she would be?
Hopefully she'll just be like, "Dada,
Yeah.
red."
Yeah,
wanna be
that's
like,
true.
Green. Your nose is green.
We'll give it a good wipe.
Anyway, go check out that episode. I think there's even more McConaughey.
There is, because then we find clips of like him in Texas Chainsaw Massacre doing weird stuff. So it's a McConaughey heavy episode.
Doing like a very similar. It's
Yeah.
as if they like took that footage and put it in Texas Chainsaw almost. It's like. Anyway, go check that out. What was that, episode 75 or something like that? 75, yeah.
Okay, yep. So patreon.com/GTTUpod.
Yep. All right, but back to the ghost hunt.
You'll see stuff coming through here. All right. We're going to leave this room. Last chance to say anything here on the spirit box. Any messages? Last chance. Should we not go out there?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot happening in this room. If I'm remembering right. Our things are lighting up, but I don't think we got anything super concrete from that box.
No, which is why we went into the next room, which they refer to as the murder room.
Right.
This is where your and my connection as brother and sister started to take a little more importance.
Okay.
This is, again, this room.
Yes.
By yourself. I had two of the most scary experiences. We were doing a live. We were watching each other to make sure everybody was okay, and I was in here, and I did an EVP session. Something referred to itself as the devil, and told me it would do me harm. On EVP, clear voices. This wasn't like spirit box.
Sure.
This was a voice. So we're gonna come in here.
Sure.
I'm actually gonna sit in the chair where
Thank you for hanging out.
I found that creepy doll. I might take that doll home.
You have to.
Sit in the chair if you want to. I mean,
Sure.
just don't sit on there.
All right. Hope that I'm not taking your seat. I apologize if I am. Okay.
So you can see the egg right here.
John had
Yeah.
SLS
There's one of
which was showing, and we
right.
could see this.
Two figures sitting in those seats.
Now, I don't know if it goes because I still don't understand how the Microsoft Kinect thing. It's like, here's a body. It's trying to find a body.
Right.
It'll always, if it detects something, give it a head, 2 arms, legs.
Right.
Because it's looking for a human shape. I don't know if it looks at a chair
And sees the framework of a chair, and that's a concrete thing in the room, or a
Right.
solid object.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
But it did show us 2 human shapes sitting in chairs that Kristen and I then walked over to and sat down in.
Yes.
So who's this?
An apology was necessary.
Yes. I'm jumping ahead.
Can you say that again?
Gotta be clear. Clear words.
I see he's
All
like
business.
Do you
coaching.
want Kristen to leave?
Oh, yeah, they said that, do you not like women?
Oh yeah.
That was a question.
Yeah.
And the ghost said, I'm fine with females.
Wait, did it?
No.
So it's
I
a
would have hauled
secret.
ass if it called me a female. That's a huge red flag. Guys who
Anytime-
call women females.
Anytime I've heard myself say the word female on an old show now or something, I'm like, this is all taking on all different contexts these days.
Sounds like a Chad ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, and both lights went off when I said that. Holy crap.
William, yours did too?
Yeah, it did. It's a secret. Are you keeping a secret?
No.
Yeah.
Does the secret involve something you did?
And the whole thing.
The whole thing. Was there a cover-up? Can't find it. Can't find what? Is this a servant?
Absolutely,
Did you work?
Rebecca. Thank you.
Did you work here and something happened to you?
It must be the
I didn't
nature
get that.
of ghost to human communication that it has to be this like echoey, the only, technology they can speak through sounds like it's like
fun.
pling plongs in.
No,
but the thing itself, it would sound like that even if I was saying like yes.
Yeah.
It would be like yes. For some reason, the mechanism is echoey.
And that's another reason why it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
The voice says it's a secret.
Right.
Are you trying to keep? Now it becomes a whole line of questioning. Are you trying to keep a secret?
Yeah.
And now you're off and running, and your brain starts to like tell you a story. There's a whole like subplot to this house that we haven't gotten into in these clips of like the first ever woman to be put to death in an electric chair. They said to have some association with this house. So there's a whole question of like the people that were affiliated with her, are they still here as well? And
right.
So you're maybe not getting some of that in these clips that we're sharing with you right here. Again, you'll get them on Wednesday on Patreon. But that's fueling some of this, like, what secret are you talking about? There is implied to be in the history of this anonymous home some form of secret worth exploring.
Right. But I mean, I think it also makes sense if you're going to go into this and decide just to be all in to like take what they're saying at face value like you would have any conversation. So it makes sense if you hear something about a secret to be continuing the conversation with them and going in that direction rather than just be stilted asking a question that has nothing to do with it. So
I definitely think that you're right about that too. It's all so
up
to interpretation.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a servant who was abused? Oh my God.
Will's, right?
It was mine.
It was both actually. Yours was too.
Oh.
Also,
and they kept going off at the same time a lot. Like his and mine would just go like boop.
Now, I don't know this. Could they have been setting each other off? We're sitting side by side,
right,
holding two lanterns. I remember at a certain point trying to hold my arm out so straight to be away from everybody. I'll give you that. But like, I don't know. Are lights going off at the same time? Is that significant? Or is that, well, yeah, they got too close to each other or something? I don't know. But either way, in the moment, it did play as incredibly significant.
Yeah.
Involved.
Yep. Yeah.
So a servant was involved. Was the servant murdered? Was the servant murdered? Boy, he's talking like crazy now. Sentence. Was the servant hurt? Was there a cemetery somewhere around here? I know there is right down the road. There's a slave cemetery that the road came over. They paved the road over.
Oh.
Does anyone like went, yep. Just listening to it now, like
yeah.
Is there a cemetery nearby?
Yep.
And he goes, I know there is. And he goes, yep.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. See, now I feel like I'm
I didn't
makes
catch
you feel like
that,
you're
but...
on a ghost show because I'm like, I heard it say yup.
Right. But you know what? Go down the road.
The moment's been passed. I don't know.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I think it's good to go down the road. I mean, we know ourselves. The thing is, maybe for some people, it's not healthy to go down the road.
Right.
And like read tons into this if it's gonna, I don't know, affect people's lives in some sort of way.
Yeah.
But I think that you and I have enough remove and just sort of like interest and curiosity.
Yes.
That I'm more willing to, in the moment, just entertain things as though I believe them to be totally true, even though I might not necessarily.
Agreed.
But just to kind of like, I don't know,
to
give it the benefit of the doubt.
There's
honestly.
a light analytical bent to all of this for me. And the other thing is like what you would expect, and I got into this a little bit when we started the ghost hunt stuff of like, does it have to be nighttime? Like,
right.
I
think the answer is no to all of this.
Right.
That guy, I think maybe basically came around to saying like it's what people expect.
It's what people want, yeah.
Yeah, so no, it doesn't have
it's
to
a great marketing tactic if you want people to come to your event.
Right.
Not cynically, just it is.
No, but it just is.
But so I guess Boy, did I just lose my train of thought?
That happens to me all the time.
Important. No, I got it. Did you at any point feel scared?
No.
At our late night, midnight, in the dark, in the middle of nowhere, 1700s, one of the older than the country is this house.
Yeah.
Ghost hunt.
No, I did not feel scared ever.
At no point did Kristen and I compare Goosebumps.
No. Yeah. And perhaps we were remiss.
And that was our first ghost hunt ever.
Yeah. Well, it was not my first ghost hunt ever, but it was my first ghost hunt with you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But, Zach, how does it change how you feel about what Zach Bagans is doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little... I've kind of always thought it was ridiculous. I basically never was watching Ghost Adventures and being like, yes, a true-to-life documentary of what it would be like to investigate a house. This is somebody with an extreme personality playing to the camera in a haunted house. Right. So, no, not really, just because, I've never thought it was really like that.
Yeah.
So I guess the answer is no. What about you?
No. I do wonder, though, if maybe we could even try to contact this exact house again or one of their other properties and be like, just a quiet night, can we come in, just the two of us?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's not impossible.
The two of us in the pitch black, your imagination. There's something to be said for it. We already discussed how there were other groups that were acting like it was a big rowdy bachelorette party.
Yeah.
We could occasionally hear them. Did that color our interpretation of what we were experiencing?
I think that's possible.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'll leave some benefit of the doubt just because we didn't do exactly what Zach Bagans does.
Right.
But maybe I want to try to do... I don't want to stay until dawn.
Yeah.
Just because it seems like too much time.
That's another thing that I think is just not necessary, but just part of the razzle dazzle of it. The same way that doing it at nighttime is, that's part of their elevator pitch, is that they lock themselves in until dawn.
Yes.
You don't have to. I mean, obviously it's a numbers game, so the longer you stay somewhere, the longer, the more time you have for something to happen.
True.
But, what are you going to do?
Katie's got a great point. Do a live from there if you can. That's not impossible.
Yeah.
That's not impossible. That's a great thing to consider.
Yeah, for sure.
And
good. I'm glad you're having fun, Dorian.
I'm so glad that you're all enjoing this. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yes.
And for donating to us in the moment and for the Patreon. We really thank you.
Yes.
But we could be the anti-Baggins and be nice and be like, as soon as you want us to leave, make the lights turn on, and that's just the end.
We'll just bounce,
right?
Sure.
Or we go at 10 in the morning with a hot dog. Well,
with a morning hot dog?
Yeah, that was weird. Because I was I was thinking about the idea of being super cash instead of the hyper dressed.
No,
up.
I hear what you're saying though. I'm into it.
Does it have to?
Brittany, that is so nice. I just didn't want to not address that.
Brittany, thank you.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank
Brittany.
you very
you're
much.
Awesome.
You're the best. Thank you.
Mine too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I get what you're saying though, and I do like that idea. Just stripping all of the pomp and circumstance from it, and just being two people who are going there, not insanely casually because we're there to do a thing,
right?
But just not having the razzle dazzle of pitch darkness,
right?
All that sort of stuff.
I'm the new warden. This is my morning hot dog.
Yeah, just talking we were talking.
Just hanging out and being average.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Well.
Right?
I can only do that.
Below average, but come on. Bob says the 10 a.m. hot dog hits different.
Hell yeah, it does.
Kit Kat says, who says you can't eat dinner foods for breakfast? Hot dogs for breakfast?
I'll eat anything anytime, actually. So 10 a.m. hot dog is not totally out of the question, but it was very funny that was your example.
Do you have any idea what this means, what Bob sent?
What?
What does that mean?
Good morning, Glizzy. I don't.
Is that slang?
I don't know.
Bobby says, working in restaurants, I have had morning family meal be hot dogs, and it has ruined the rest of the day of my day. Can't confirm.
I can see that.
What's a glizzy?
Yeah, I don't know what glizzy is.
Somehow it feels like something I shouldn't be saying.
Good morning, glizzy. Yeah, I don't know.
Is there a hot dog slang these days? These kids?
Roguefo says, it seems like in the day you'd be less prone to scaring yourself into thinking you're hearing something. That's a good point, too.
True.
Maybe it's a little bit more of a control in the situation.
What's the worst that happens? We give it a shot.
Yeah.
Right? Or they say
Although
no.
I have to say, there is something that's a little more fun about doing it at night.
Oh, listen, I would love to do it at night. I'm not discounting night. My point is, let's try the thing that people don't do.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
really what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and then we'll go back to doing it at night because it is a little more comfortable.
It's fun.
And I like sitting in a darkened room.
That's the thing. Part of this is because it's fun for us. We're not ghost scientists.
No.
Like, we're trying to do something that's, interesting.
Yeah.
I, do believe-ish in this stuff, so it'd be awesome if something happens. But also it's just like fun and cool.
Exactly.
And the nighttime kind of makes it more fun and cool. So
Couldn't
I
agree
would
more.
like to do that.
I'm not trying to knock nighttime ghost time.
No,
I'm
I
just
know.
saying. But if you want a ghost scientist, you're gonna have to check out Albert Einstein.
Of course.
He's a real ghost scientist.
Okay, glizzy is a hot dog thing.
What?
What does glizzy mean?
It means
I
a
don't know.
hot dog?
I don't know. Glizzy image search is coming up with a bunch of hot dogs.
A good morning glizzy is what Bob said.
Yeah.
Kit Kat says, I had kielbasa once for breakfast. And my mother was like, are you going to eat all the sauerkraut too? Sauerkraut for breakfast sounds great, says Bob. We're really onto something here.
That's very
We
funny.
can flip the entire day upside down. Hot
feel
dogs for breakfast at a ghost hunt.
I feel like this is not unlike clapping cheeks, where I'm like not gonna understand what this
I know.
is.
I'm afraid that we're at risk to misinterpret.
I don't know.
I have fears.
Yeah, Google it yourself. There are things coming up that I
Don't want to share. Talk
yes,
about.
correct.
All right, glizzy at your own risky.
Yeah.
Got their lights.
We're a brother and
I was about
sister.
to say, yeah. Is that interesting to you that we're brother and
That
sister?
is actually pretty interesting.
Agreed.
Could you pick up on that?
Right? Because then both their lights go on at the same time. But
Yeah.
It's one after the other. Is there a brother and sister here?
We're very interested in what happened here.
Crying something.
Loving all the hot dog talk and chat.
Is the body on the property? Where can we find it if it's here?
Oh, my mind went off.
Yeah.
Did they look familiar to you? What is it about them that you're reacting to?
Their charisma.
Were you talking to us downstairs?
Oh, you guys got other stuff?
Yeah.
I think we should probably head to like the big stuff because we're running toward the end here.
Yeah,
We've
you're
got to
right.
respect everybody's time. We said we'd end at 4.
That is
so
true, yeah, we're
I
gonna
think
end at
grand
4.
finale stuff.
Okay. What do you think? What do you consider the grand finale?
Like when we were in that room.
The kids' room.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got a new demon, Caitlin. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Hope that you
Caitlin.
enjoy everything.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, let's jump to the kids' room. This was just after the murder room, but I do want to say I do think it's like really interesting there that it did seem to theoretically start to react to the idea that we are brother and sister, or at least
Right.
John did. And we have a million years ago we went to Salem, and there was a ghost hunt thing that we went to. That I guess technically I have done another one.
Yeah, that's right. I actually forgot about
And,
that.
I
yes.
almost constantly forget about that.
Yes.
But so us as a family unit did seem to have some import to him as well. Yeah. Okay, so this next clip we're going into the kids' room. It's called, and this was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't have the exact moment where we go like whoa, but there are some whoa moments in here.
Right.
To ask you again, I know there's a child in there. If you don't want us in there, if you're afraid with new people, you know how the lights work. You've been using them a lot. Let me know if you don't want us in there. Bingo.
Okay.
And I don't know if this had already
That's okay.
happened,
We don't have to
but
come-
they were like, I don't know. They felt like this kid, I think, was more comfortable with women or something. So they had me stand over by this chair that they had laden with the same sort of EMF lights that we were talking about being around a painting downstairs.
It's like a string of lights.
Yep.
Like almost like Christmas lights, kind of.
Yep.
Now we just there was a moment here where we say something and there's a reaction. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit.
Yay, Cassie! I'm so glad.
Oh, thank you, Cassie.
Let me know if you don't want us in there. Bingo. Holy
Okay.
cannoli.
That's okay. We don't have to come in.
I missed it. What happened?
The light on the chair went off.
Oh, okay.
Scratching my stupid
That's
ass.
it,
I
yeah.
don't want you to be afraid of us. This is the last group of people that just want to come in and talk to you, okay?
Yes, Caitlin, thank you.
And I've been here before, so maybe you remember me.
Yeah, we're super friendly.
Females, it'll react to.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna come in, but not for long, okay? If you really, really, really don't want us in there, light them
Here's
up
this
one
one.
more time and we won't come in. I don't want to do that to you.
Now that's something this is the last room we went to. We've
Yep.
been doing this for an hour and something. I had started changing
More,
to
because
being
I think
like
this was 7:30 to 10:30 this event. So
Oh,
we'd been
okay.
in there for hours.
good long time. But so like I had started out essentially by being like, "Do you want us to leave?" And here we go to the guy that like basically started the group, I believe. I could be wrong about that. But his whole thing is like, if you don't want us in there, I was like, oh, maybe I'm like on the right. I've got like a decent tactic here. At least I
Yeah.
like this guy, so I'm
Yeah.
like, please, my tactic was similar.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll give you a chance. If you really, really mean it. All right, good, because we are just a little while, and then we're done.
Yeah, we just want to come hang out for a little
I'll
bit.
sit down on the floor right there.
We won't bother you.
No.
I'll sit on the floor just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't have
Yep.
anything here in any corner so far. I'm mapping the chair. I'm mapping the toy box. That's where
Yeah.
the corner, I'll put this down, I'll move that in a minute.
Okay.
This way I don't afford by stepping on
Sure.
Yeah.
it. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is the last group, I promise you, we won't be bringing any.
I know. I wonder if
will
that
you
was
stay
when the
over here?
lights like.
Okay.
It's, whoever this is, and I'm gonna put these on the floor.
Yeah.
Hello.
Whoever this is a small in stature. The SLS has mapped something
Okay.
about, oh my God, did you see the
Yeah,
whole
sure.
light?
Yeah.
And every light,
Yeah.
oh,
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
okay.
Hello. Hello.
I'll tell you what, my bag
whoever's
has a lot
here.
of stuff in it. I'm going to drop it just outside.
Okay. A lot just happened there. A
Yeah.
lot just happened there. But what you heard was John talking about how the person in this room is believed to be very short, i.e., a kid. And then you hear us just going like, whoa, hello, hello. The string of lights. And there's not something that I experienced with the other string of lights in the first room.
Right.
Each of the lights in turn went like up the entire string.
And it was a long string. It was on a kid's chair that I was next to, so draped over the whole thing and then leading out of the room.
Yes. It was as if, and we talk about this a little bit, it was as if somebody went past all of them in a sequence like they were running by it. And
Right.
if we're thinking about a kid, you can basically in your mind's eye instantly, almost against your will,
Right.
you picture a kid sprinting into the room.
Right. And the lights lighting up along with them.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is the last group, I promise you, we won't be bringing any more people in here. It's colder in this room for sure.
Yeah, I do feel that.
Yeah, I feel cold.
Man,
Do you
I got a
feel
window,
cold?
but
The little green and red light on, there you go, look at that. I remember
hey,
shining a
thank
flashlight
you.
on it.
Do you feel cold?
Now, that was also, he goes like, he said something about like that little light just turned on or something like that. We were getting like a ton of activity.
Yeah.
A ton.
Yes. From our little lantern thingies.
Females, you seem to
Yeah.
like females, women. This
Well-
is watch the light right behind you, please don't step on that.
no.
You seem to like, I think this is a little girl.
I'll make an exception. He seemed like a up and up guy.
Yeah.
I think we established that with the last group.
Okay, well,
So you like
hello.
other females, you like women.
Oh, well, I like you too. Thanks for lighting those up and showing us that you were here. That was really, really neat. That made us super happy. And it's so nice to be able to come here and hang out with you. So thank you
All
so much
true.
for allowing us to come into your room. I know you were a little hesitant at first, and I totally get that. That's totally okay.
Now, again, I think there's an odd amount of vulnerability to doing this.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to just like endlessly harp on it. But I also felt this. Now, you've always like had a good rapport with children.
Yeah.
I've avoided children my whole life.
Till you had one.
Till I had one. And I'm not lying, like being in that room and thinking about the idea, whether it's a ghost or not, just being like, this is a kid's room and we're taking at face value that there is a kid.
Right.
It was like I wanted to go out of my way to be as friendly
Yeah.
as humanly possible, you know?
For sure.
All right, I think it's time for our final clip of the day.
Yes.
And-
Jennifer, thank you. That is such a nice thing to say. I really love that. I'm so glad it can be a comfort show. I can't tell you. That's like so meaningful, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not lying when I say I love doing this.
Yeah.
Like, this is a show that is, like, kind of important to me. Not kind of important to me. This show is very important to me.
Yep. Me
And
too.
whatever we can do to maybe take it to the next level or anything, it's dependent on making sure that, one, we do our jobs right and put out material that is hopefully entertaining. And I also hope interesting. And it's really dependent on people like you. So thank you very much.
Thank you so
And
much.
for as much as we're talking about donations and demons and signing up and everything, like one of the real, like, you know, to get businessy, the metric that we go by is whether or not people are enjoying what we do. And like hearing kind words from all of you.
Yeah.
I can't overstate how important that is. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so glad to hear that, all of you. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Brittany, Rebecca, and Roguefo. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, our final clip, Kristen.
Okay.
Let me quickly.
By all means, correspond.
Yeah, what is this? This is clip 9.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, I just remembered what it is.
All right. Clip 9 might change the way you see us. Uh-oh, this is going to
I'm
undo...
glad it comes at the end. Yeah.
It's going to undo all the goodwill that we may have earned over the years or today. Sometimes we play video games. Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare sees our hero John Marston face off against hordes of the undead. As the game begins, he is caught unawares in his underwears. Big John Marston is only in his long johns as his family becomes zombies. And then the true adventure begins. But we're still mostly focused on the underwear. And it gets personal.
It certainly does. Check out this clip. I believe it is the longest of the night, but for good reason. Again, this is a clip that is available instantly if you're on our Patreon.
Yep.
This starts at our Banshee tier. Obviously, demons get all. So sign up now, or if you're a member, you can check this out right this second. Here we go.
Really makes sense.
Act like a child. I'll treat you like a child. Meanwhile, he's snarling and covered in blood.
Yeah, right. Is he going to fight the zombie hordes wearing this onesie?
I know, he's wearing long underwear. I almost
Yeah.
bought long underwear.
Really?
It feels...
Why?
I think it's a great idea. I don't know why we moved away from it. I have a
was
lot
gonna
of
say
underwear
that-
theories.
I was going to say that I specifically don't think it's a great idea.
Why?
Because to go to the bathroom, you have to like take off your whole outfit. And I guess it's also colored by the fact that I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night a lot.
Okay.
But so why do you think it's a good idea?
I think it's a great idea for daily gear underneath your clothes. 1, I think it's warm.
Yeah.
2, I think it would get away from embarrassing butt crack mishaps, which I think is incredibly important. And there's not a solution to this problem. Yeah, it is.
I think that the answer to embarrassing underwear mishaps would not be a whole one-piece thing, but perhaps it becoming commonplace that your underwear is really high.
Or that your undershirt is really long.
Yeah.
And you tuck that sucker in.
I feel like that would be less comfortable than just very high underwear, though.
I feel like
because
high
that's always
underwear
gonna,
sounds uncomfortable.
But the shirt is always going to roll up.
I mean, I guess, but like the underwear
if you
being
get
high,
if you get it at your waistline, it'll stay put.
I suppose. I think it sounds.
We're proposing a whole new world where this is like super large and long, and that's normal. So this would be underwear that's like for women probably going below your boobs, or people with boobs going below your boobs.
Well, perhaps you remember my invention of infinity pants, or have you forgotten? Does this ring a bell?
Yes, it does.
I think that right now we've got the belt.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
And the pants are built with belt loops so
Right.
that the belt will go through the loops of the pants and keep them up. You cinch them about your waist.
Yeah.
My feeling is that the insides of shirts should also have belt loops.
Yeah.
And so you can thread the belt not only through the pant loops but through the shirt loops, thereby unifying your pants and your shirt to eliminate any butt crack mishaps. I call it infinity pants. Oddly, it's only modifying the shirt, and yet I market it as infinity pants. I understand, but branding is important.
It is all geared toward keeping your pants up, though. So the focus is still on the pants, even though it modifies the shirt.
Well, it's not only, but this would evolve the entire approach. It's not only about keeping your pants up, it's about keeping your shirt
down.
and pants unified.
Yeah.
I'm sick of seeing so much skin. I do not wish to see the crack or have it be revealed. And so what must we do?
Right. What are we to do?
Infinity.
Maybe you should... Have you considered just tricking out your clothes custom?
It's interesting that you say that, because yes, I have.
Yeah.
Kristen,
Now, why is the process halted?
you may not realize this, but you're speaking to a changed man right now.
What do you mean?
I have already taken steps.
What do you mean?
Sorry, real quick, we're seeing graffiti
Okay.
all over this town. We are all going to hell. God help us all.
Yeah, yada, yada, yada.
We're
What do you
in-
mean you've already taken steps?
I am wearing an extra long undershirt right this second. Say goodbye.
To crack.
Say goodbye to crack.
What inspired this
Don't need it.
change now?
I'm a whole new man. I'm getting a whole new wardrobe right now.
Oh, you are?
You may also not know it to look at me, but I'm merely at the start of a 7-day trial period of new socks.
Really?
Yes.
What kind of socks?
Amazon Basics.
Okay.
It's true.
I believe you.
Absolutely true. I got them today. They arrived today.
7-day trial period.
I am sick
So-
of mismatched socks.
Yeah.
I'm throwing if these pass the 7-day trial, I'm throwing out every previous sock.
There you go. I can
The ravings of a madman.
I can give you an update if you require it.
Actually, I would love that. What's
Okay.
going on? How'd those socks work out for you?
The socks are no more.
Okay.
Now it's
Well,
not
good thing it was a
necessarily
trial.
it's not necessarily that they failed, mind you.
Sure.
I broke my one rule. They are in a rotation now, which I don't like. I wish I only had one kind of sock.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I found an unused gift card,
Okay.
and I did end up buying some socks that I like. So they're mixed in. The Amazon Basics, they did hold up,
Yeah.
but they're mixed in with other socks.
Do you prefer the other socks?
Not ideal. Yeah, I like the other socks fine.
So
I did
how often do you actually wear the Amazon Basics?
once, twice a week.
Huh, more than I would have thought.
Now, there is also a sock experiment going on with these other socks. I also bought just at the ankle socks. Usually I've got a crew,
Yep.
top mid calf. These stop at the ankle.
Right.
They're still mint in package. I haven't even opened those. I'm afraid of what might happen.
I know, because then you're going to have to replace your entire sock wardrobe.
It's true. You understand me.
Absolutely, I
understand
do.
me.
We're family.
All right, everybody. I believe that takes us to the end
Yes.
of the October 2022 Demon Drive.
That's right. Thank you all for going on this ride with us. Thank you so much to everybody who decided to become a demon, whether it was joining us on Patreon brand new or taking your existing tier and upgrading it. We appreciate you all a ton, and we love that you are all over there. And remember, there's a Discord that's full of people who are fellow patrons and that are super awesome.
Yep.
So make sure you use that too. And also, thank you so much to everybody who disrupted the chat,
Yes.
had us put this stuff on our faces, had Will collect all of that hair from his beard.
This is how I looked in the beginning.
Yeah, this is how he
It's
looks.
all gone
Oh,
now.
one
Oh.
last one.
What?
One last one from
What,
Mirandia.
what more must me do?
Oh my God, Maria and Mirandia, thank you so much.
How can we?
Oh my goodness! In 2 minutes, what are we gonna do?
I've got a little more sideburn.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're going sideburn.
Consider that guy gone. Hold on a
Say
second.
goodbye to them.
There's another sideburn over here, I believe.
Stephanos, you hit the little what's it called? Money sign by where you would type in the chat.
My beard's all
Thank you so much to everybody who's doing this.
choppy. Quick, put on some makeup.
Okay, rapidly.
Hurry, hurry.
All right, I'm grabbing the blue again.
I'm literally about to run out to pick up my wife and daughter as this ends, so I was about to just put like a big mark across my face. I don't think I should.
Oh my God, I think Stephanos came
Why is he
in
cutting
later.
his hair?
Yeah, it came in late.
Some of this may have been missed. Thank you all so much for the kind words, for hanging out. Please enjoy the Twilight watch-alongs.
Yes.
The first 3 are available now. We'll wrap up the franchise. We're going to have Breaking Dawn Part 1 in November, Breaking Dawn Part 2 in December, and the entire Twilight saga will be kaput. This has been so much fun.
Yes, thank you so much.
We really, really appreciate you all.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Stephanos.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, so much. We really hope you have a great rest of your day. We will see you soon.
Yes,
very,
and we will
very
take
soon.
a picture and share it.
Don't you worry. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna take a picture right now.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a
Sure.
quick selfie?
Sure,
Just
why
do a
not?
lean in. Let me get this. And
You
more
should hold
ghost
some
stuff.
of your sick hair in your hand.
The ghost audio, you bet.
That ghost audio comes out on Wednesday.
Yes, I'll be dropping the whole thing.
Yep.
All right, here we go. I need to get like good contrast on the beard.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, everybody. Thank you so
Perfect.
much. We'll see you again soon, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank
and
you.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.